Morning, everyone. Welcome to our, I'm sorry. This is actually the fifth of a series of our webinars since the lockdown, right? So today's webinar is entitled Password Decoded, a cybersecurity webinar on password security. But you might be wondering why there are three of us right now on your screen. So first, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Fleur Nadwa. I'm from the Cybersecurity Bureau of DICT. And joining me today, first is a familiar face to you. She has been a speaker in one of our webinars and also a host. She's Miss Clea Reyes. She's a planning officer of the Cybersecurity Bureau. And then another one that is joining us today is no other than our speaker. He is Mr. Vian Montalva. We'll be telling you more about this guy later before his presentation. So, hi guys, kumusta kayo?
Hi ma'am, good morning. I'm fine naman po.
Hi, Miss Claire.
Hi. So, para makilala nila tayo, no? Can you guys share a little bit about what you do at the Cybersecurity Bureau? Let's start with Clea. Hi, Clea.
Hi, Miss Fleur. Hi, Vian. Good morning, everyone who's with us today. Thank you for tuning in. So, again, my name is Clea Reyes. My friends and colleagues call me Clea. And I do the development of the cybersecurity information, education, and communications strategy and materials. And I am also primarily involved in the cybersecurity awareness and advocacy campaign, which includes general cybersecurity awareness, child online protection, digital parenting, and the anti-OSEC programs.
So technically, it's the non-technical side of cybersecurity, right? And Clay and we share the same job at the DICT. I also lead the awareness campaign, and we do policy. We do policy review, and our division also does policies on cybersecurity for our country. So Vian, yours is very interesting. You're from the technical division of the DICT cybersecurity, which is the National Computer Emergency Response Team, or NCERT. So can you share with us more about what you do at the NCERT?
Yes, so I am a new face right now dito sa webinar series natin. So ako, my job is as an analyst. Ang ginagawa namin is under CERT PH, meron tayong mga incident responders. So I am one of the incident responders under Cybersecurity Bureau, or under din sa CERT PH. And as incident responders, kami yung nag-handle ng mga incidents na dumadating sa atin, which is reported by these security researchers. Kami rin yung nag-handle ng mga detected incidents natin na nade-detect ng threat monitoring team natin inside NCERT. So, kami yung kumbaga taga-respond dun sa mga incidents na to, and kami rin yung nagko-coordinate with different government agencies if they are affected with this different kinds of cyber attacks. So we are establishing connections, we're establishing collaborations with different government agencies, and also with private sectors din.
Okay, for everyone's information, we have another division at the Cybersecurity Bureau. That is the digital certificates. So mga 2 webinars ago, we tackled the PKI, right? The digital certificates, digital signatures. So yun po ang division naman na isa pa sa Cybersecurity Bureau, ang Digital Signatures Division, Digital Certificates Division, DCD. So wala sila ngayon. We don't have a representative from DCD, but yung DCD naman, they are in charge of the digital certificates and digital signatures. And right now, one of the major things that they are doing is registration of digital signatures, right? Certificates for especially for government agencies. Tian, can you tell us, pinag-usapan natin to earlier, what's the EO that governs what the DCT is doing?
So yung EO 810 series of 2009. So under po nito is yung itong public key infrastructure. So this division nga po na under ng Cybersecurity Bureau, sila yung responsible for introducing to us the PKI or the digital signatures, which is sobrang helpful po para sa atin. Kasi imagine you can sign, di ba? Kahit malayo ka, and then kailangan na yung document. So sobrang makakatulong sa atin itong digital signatures na to, itong PKI na to. And also in terms of security, additional layer din siya. So in terms of authentication, ganyan, I think it is the best na, isa sa mga the best na kayang ibigay ng Cybersecurity Bureau for public individuals and also for government agencies.
Okay. So, actually guys, kaya namin ginagawa to, na parang talk show type yung program natin today is because we would want you to know about the Cybersecurity Bureau at kung ano yung mga ginagawa namin at kung paano namin kayo matutulungan in terms of cybersecurity nga and in keeping yourself safe while you are online. So, what is the role, what is cybersecurity nga pala para sa atin? Tian, what do you think is the importance of cybersecurity sa panahon natin ngayon?
Actually, ma'am, madidiscuss ko din yan mamaya. Pero hapyaw na lang siguro. Bibigyan ko na lang ng short insights yung mga tao. Actually, cybersecurity nowadays, di ba? Kailangan na siya eh. Kasi as the time goes by, masyado na tayong nagkikling on the internet. And nagiging part na siya ng, kumbaga, parang nagiging part na nga talaga ng necessities natin yung internet connection, na parang yung mga tao, hindi na nila kayang, hindi nila kayang mabuhay na walang internet connection, right? So, I think, mas kailangan natin ngayon itong cybersecurity, not just Cybersecurity Bureau, but cybersecurity as full. Diba? Kasi, kung wala tayong protection or wala tayong security on ourselves when we go online, then mas malaki yung risk na makukuha natin. And when it comes to cyber attacks, di ba? Ngayon, ngayong mga panahon ngayon, usong-uso yung mga phishing, yung mga fraud na nangyayari. And ang pinaka usong-uso ngayon is yung mga nakawan ng online accounts, di ba po? Yung nahack yung mga Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts, yan. So, itong mga threat actors na to, kung hindi natin ipapractice yung cybersecurity culture, not just on our organization, but also sa sarili natin, malamang is magiging victim tayo nitong mga cyber attacks, itong mga perpetrators na to, mga threat actors.
Okay, Clea, I get this question a lot since we've been going around the country and sometimes we go outside of the country, but I've been getting a lot of questions like this. Pag sa cybersecurity though, but do you really need to be really technical or know about technical things to be able to protect yourself online? So Clea, I want Clea to answer it because she's the non-technical girl. So Clea, what do you think about it?
Okay, so first and foremost, I am part of the Cybersecurity Bureau, but I have a bachelor's degree in consular and diplomatic affairs, which is from the La Salle College of St. Benilde. So malayo po siya sa background ng cybersecurity, but still, I am here advocating for a cyber-safe Philippines. Actually po, the pandemic actually increased internet usage. Okay, so if you guys watched our first webinar, it's available on YouTube. Go check that out. So it was discussed there that there is in fact 76% increase in phone usage. So dun sa 76% na yun, hindi naman inaalam kung sinong techie dun or ang non-tech. So basta ang inaalam na lahat yun is connected on the internet, has their own devices. 45% naman po yung increase in using laptops. So wala pa pong COVID, cybersecurity has long been important for the non-techs and the techs. Sabi nga po ni Vian, dapat po meron tayong cybersecurity culture na dinedevelop because cybersecurity po is everyone's concern. And as the figures in the usage of devices increase in this COVID situation, cybersecurity should be more emphasized. Okay? And whether you are in the InfoSec or IT field, or if you are a human relations, public relations, or other non-tech fields, you all have the right to know how you can be secured in the cyberspace. Okay?
Yes, and I'd like to add to that, no. Among all the IT branches, yung cybersecurity kasi is not just technical. It is a fusion of technical policies as well, diba? And human, actually. So that yung weakest link actually is the human. That's why we do awareness campaigns like this para mabawasan at magkaroon ng maraming kaalaman ng mga tao. Kasi usually yung weakest link sa cybersecurity is the human factor. Well, anyway, we'll talk more about the ICT. So nakita na natin yung importance ng cybersecurity in our daily lives, sa mga buhay-buhay natin, whether it is in the way we do things sa personally or maging sa mga trabaho natin, the way we do business as well, and the way we run our government. So, nung nakita to ng gobyerno natin, ng ating mga legislators, they legislated RA 10844. Alam niyo ba itong RA 10844? This is actually the heart and soul of the DICT. Ito ang batas na gumawa that actually created the Department of Information and Communications Technology. It was enacted in 2016, but we call it RA 10844 or of the DICT Act of 2015, but it was actually signed into law by President Aquino in 2016. So, noong 2016, birthday natin yon as DICT, and Clea was already with the DICT, no, when it started. So, according to RE 10844, sa Section 2, letter M ng RE 10844, kailangan daw yung DICT needs to ensure the security of critical ICT infrastructure, including information assets of the government, individuals, and businesses. So ito yung naging mandato ngayon ng Cybersecurity Bureau. But before, para sa kaalaman ng lahat, before RE 10844, there was actually the Anti-Cybercrime Act of 2012. So according to 101 RA 1175 naman, meron mga nakasama doon, though it was actually for cybercrime, may mga nakasamang mandate doon on cybersecurity. Ito yung sa Section 26, for example, yung to formulate a national cybersecurity plan and extend immediate assistance for the suppression of real-time commission of cybercrime offenses through a computer emergency response team. So ang section na ito ay na-transfer ngayon sa DICT when 10844 was enacted. Okay? So ngayon, naging mandato na ng DICT, Cybersecurity Bureau, ang mag-formulate ng National Cybersecurity Plan at ang mag-create ng insert. So yung insert nga natin, kanina si Vian is a part of it. So na-explain ni Vian kung ano yung mga ginagawa nila sa insert. And we also formulated the National Cybersecurity Plan. Actually, when DICT was created at cybersecurity na create then, ito yung pinaka-first agenda that we fulfilled. Di ba, Clea? Clea, you were there. We were there at the crafting of the National Cybersecurity Plan. Can you share us a little bit about the NCSP?
Okay, so when DICT was born on June 2016, we already made consultations with the stakeholders in the creation of the National Cybersecurity Plan 2022. And it was actually unveiled on May 2, 2017.
Actually, it was May 1. Holiday yata tayo nag-unveil. Tama ba? May 2, yeah, after the holiday.
Yes. And ayun, the primary goals of the National Cybersecurity Plan is the assurance of the continuous operation of our nation's CII, implementation of cyber resiliency, and effective coordination with the law enforcement agencies for the cybercrimes, and of course, a cybersecurity educated society. Ayun.
In short nga, di ba, meron tayong tinatawag na 4 key imperatives of
Yes.
the National Cybersecurity Plan. Ito yung protection of government and military networks. Yung pangalawa is very important. It's the protection of critical information infrastructure. Let's talk about the CII or critical information infrastructure later on. And then the also for businesses, hindi kayo nakalimutan, it's the protection of businesses and supply chain and the supply chain. And then the last one, ito yung importante kaya ginagawa natin yung mga ganitong webinars, it is for the protection of every individual, every Filipino who are online. Okay. So, going back to NCSP, marami tayong, yung mga ginagawa natin ngayon sa Cybersecurity Bureau are actually nakasaad yan sa NCSP, the National Cybersecurity Plan. And if you are quite interested about the NCSP, pwede niyo po siyang i-download sa DICT website. Yung full brochure, yung full book of the NCSP could be downloaded at the DICT website. That's www.dict.gov.ph. And a little bit of a trivia, actually po ang Pilipinas ang isa sa mga pinakauna na nagkaroon ng we call it a roadmap kasi yung NCSP ang roadmap natin for cybersecurity ng isang roadmap framework for cybersecurity ng isang bansa. So aren't you glad that, diba, ang galing natin, nauna tayo, but then we have to strive harder para masunod natin yung nasa NCSP so that we can be cyber resilient as a nation. Okay, so I think we've talked about NCSP na at length. So I want to know kung ano yung mga current endeavors, ano yung mga currently na ginagawa natin sa Bureau, sa Cybersecurity Bureau. I'd like to start with Vian. I think ang daming projects ng NCERT, ang daming ginagawa for the protection of everyone, especially our government and military networks and CIIs, diba? So Vian, can you share with us some of the things that you have been doing at the NCERT?
Oh, okay, ma'am. Under NCERT division kasi, we have these 3 sections, which is the incident response team, also the vulnerability and penetration testing providers natin, and pangatlo is the threat monitoring team. So under incident response, alam naman natin na medyo bagets pa talaga tayo when it comes to incident response, but the incident responders under this section were very passionate. I can say it, they are very passionate na i-improve yung process, and talagang gustong-gusto ng mga incident responders natin to become mature in terms of incident handling, in terms of incident response and digital forensics. Talagang I can say na kumbaga binibigay nila yung 101% nila in terms of developing not only themselves, pero in terms of developing din ng mga processes sa loob ng incident response section, and also the processes inside the NCERT division right now. And talaga namang totally dedicated itong mga incident responders natin to provide the necessary actions, the necessary recommendations, kumbaga yung ayun nga, sinabi ko kanina, 101% nila para dun sa mga re-respondihan natin. And under BAPT naman, itong mga under the BAPT team namin is talagang dedicated din to provide these services to those agencies that is willing na magpa-test or magpa-vulnerability assessment. And they are also passionate with their works right now. And I think they are developing din unti-unti pa yung maturity level ng penetration testing. They are conducting yung mga knowledge sharing na tinatawag. Kasi yung iba sa amin under BAPT, they're conducting knowledge sharing after working hours. So naglalaan sila ng extra time para mag-share ng kung ano yung bagong mga vulnerabilities, kung paano si hacker makakapasok sa isang system. So, yung buong team is natututo at the same time, nalalaman din namin kung paano i-defend. So, ganun dinedevelop ng mga BAPT team natin yung knowledge and experiences nila under BAPT experience. And sa threat monitoring naman, these people under threat monitoring team is constantly and continuously doing their job to research, to detect yung mga bagong mga trends in terms of cyber attacks, in terms of yung mga attack vectors na ginagamit ng mga hackers para makapag-penetrate on our systems. And currently, sobrang dami naming natatanggap na reports from threat monitoring team, and talagang dedicated sila to provide yung daily monitoring ng mga trends or mga threats na to, mga bagong attack vectors na to na dinedevelop ng mga penetrate or perpetrators pala, yung mga threat actors na to. So, hindi lang technical side kasi yung kadalasang ginagawa ni Insert. Also, we are doing paperworks din. So, generating reports, and we are also doing project development, yung project planning, ganyan. So, right now, merong mga pinaplano si Insert Division na to boost yung cybersecurity awareness para sa mga different individuals. At isa dito is yung ikakandak namin na cyber drill. So si Insert is doing it na annually. So this year, we hope na magawa namin yung pangatlong cyber drill namin ngayong taon na to. And I think may mga bagong mga pakulo or mga bagong attack vectors na pwede namin i-discuss. And I think meron ding mga bagong strategies na pwede namin i-apply in terms of this cyber drill. So, hindi pa namin siya nakukumpleto or nabubuo, pero we are doing our best. We are putting our 100% dun sa project na ito.
And okay, you also have the Hack for Gov initiative, right?
Yes.
Yung para naman po sa mga estudyante.
Yes po. Napansin kasi namin last year na kami kasi inside Insert, mahilig talaga kami sa capture the flags competition or capture the flag games na yan. And CTFs are initiatives siguro ng mga security researchers, security experts to train yung mga newbies, yung mga baguhan pa lang sa larangan ng security industry. And kami, as Insert, naisip namin na why not dalhin din namin yung CTF dito sa Pilipinas, which is ang unang naging target namin last year is yung mga schools, yung mga estudyante from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So pinuntahan namin sila. And I think this year, I hope na magawa din namin siya ulit this year. So medyo hindi pa clear.
Hopefully, yeah. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic kasi, everything has been put on hold. And just an added info, yung nanalo namin last year sa Hack for Gov was sent to an international competition. Yun yung Cyber Sea Games. So it's like the Sea Games of cyber capture the flag. Okay, yes. So it is one of our initiatives to get the young ones interested in cybersecurity. And by the way, magko-comment lang ako. I saw in the comment section kasi may nagsabi na hindi daw tayo yung nauna, correction. Yeah, but I do not want to stand corrected because ang sinabi ko po, isa tayo sa mga nauna sa ASEAN. Okay, na nagkaroon ng framework or roadmap for cybersecurity. So yun lang po yung correction ko. And let's go to yung ibang initiatives pa ng Cybersecurity Bureau. Kaya can you fill us in?
So, yung what I've mentioned earlier, yung meron po tayong cybersecurity advocacy. Meron din ang SysMed din po, which is me and Miss Fleur's division, is also in charge of formulating policies. We do collaborations with the 12 identified critical infrastructures. And ayun po, we do stakeholders consultation, we do roundtable discussions with them sa mga kailangan po nilang help from the DICT in terms of cybersecurity. So papasok po dyan yung trainings, yung policies, ayan po. So ayun nga po, yung sa advocacy side naman po, like what I mentioned earlier, we have the awareness campaign. So we have the Child Online Protection. So it has 3 programs, the anti-online sexual exploitation of children, the digital parenting, and of course, cyberbullying. So if you watched po, available naman po siya sa YouTube. We actually have a digital parenting webinar at dun po diniscuss po namin yung challenges and opportunities in using social media and as well as yung mga dangers na nagpo-post po ng internet sa mga bata. We also include there tips for the parents on how should they be involved in the online activities of their children. Ayan.
Isa din sa mga projects natin, Clay, is the incorporation of the cybersecurity curriculum into our own curriculum sa Philippines. So we have also been going around the country talking to schools and universities, especially yung mga autonomous universities na pwedeng magkaroon ng sarili ng curriculum. Without si CHED kasi is already developing its curriculum for cybersecurity and nasa end stage na siya actually. Pina-finalize na lang. And we also talk to universities, especially mga autonomous universities, for them to offer cybersecurity courses. Kasi right now, ang mundo kasi because of the influx and cyber attacks and mga cyber crimes sa mga computer-enabled crimes na ganyan, nagiging mas mas nagiging mas kinakailangan ngayon, mas dumadami ang pangangailangan ng mundo ng mga cybersecurity experts. And we would want the Philippines to be among the forefront at to be one of the major sources ng cybersecurity experts kasi alam niyo naman talented talaga ang mga Pilipino, di ba? Pagdating especially sa tech technically sa mga computers ganyan sa ICT, nangunguna talaga ang mga Pilipino. So we would want to zero in on that and para maging isa tayo sa mga sources ng mga cybersecurity experts sa buong mundo. So thank you guys for sharing those with me. Ngayon, actually, kung meron mang what we call yung parang homegrown talent sa aming tatlo dito, it would be Vian. Si Vian po kasi is, he joined in 2016. Nag-join siya, nasa college pa lang siya noon, nasa PUP siya. He joined a competition, cyber range competition at the DICT. Actually, hindi pa yata kumpleto yung grupo nila noon. So they got another one from a different school to be part of their team. And kahit hindi sila ready, nanalo sila sa cyber range. So in 2017, nakakatuwa kasi itong batang to, siguro na in love sa DICT. Nag-apply for OJT sa Cybersecurity Bureau. So doon siya na-train. Yun yung initial training niya in the world of cybersecurity sa Cybersecurity Bureau. And then later on, dahil sila yung nanalo sa Cyber Range, he was one of the first people that we sent to the Cyber Sea Games. So yung experience ni Vian, no, na-build up. And then right after graduating, yung unang-una na din ginawa is mag-apply sa Cybersecurity Bureau. So we are very glad that we have him today and we have a very interesting topic today and discussion kasi may mga demos si Vian na gagawin. So medyo technical lang siya guys compared to all the other webinars that we had in the past, the 4 other webinars. So let me give the floor to Clea to formally introduce Vian as our speaker today.
Okay, so allow me to flash the profile of Vian. Okay. So Vian Montalba is an analyst from the National CERT of the Philippines who loves dogs and capture the flag game. He is one of the incident responders who handle security incidents that are reported to and detected by the CERT PH. He graduated from the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Manila, with a bachelor's degree in computer science. His main focus is to continuously develop his skills and knowledge in digital forensics and incident response while also studying some of the approaches and methodologies of red teaming. He was trained in digital forensics, cyber defense exercises, cryptocurrency, and dark web investigation. Though he is just young in the field of cybersecurity, Vian's passion leads him to give awareness campaigns and lectures regarding data security, fundamentals of cybersecurity, and some of the social engineering schemes to various government agencies. So, Vian, we now give the floor to you.
Okay, well, Clay, sorry. I have to pa-intrude lang sandali. Guys, we are going to have, instead of the usual quiz that we're giving after the webinar, today we're going to have a survey kasi we would want to survey kung gaano na ang yung cybersecurity posture ninyo. So, right now, habang nagwe-webinar tayo, we are posting the link on the Facebook page, on our Facebook page of the survey. So, right after the webinar, isasara din namin yung survey na yon. At sino lang yung makaka-take ng survey na yon, yun lang ang magkakaroon ng certificates for the webinar today. So, we hope you check our page and lalagay din namin yung link sa comment section. So, you could just click on it. So, let's go now to Vian. Sorry.
Yeah. Ma'am Clea, can I share my screen right now?
Yes, you may.
Naka-disable po.
Ayan, go ahead, Vian.
Thank you. Hi guys, good morning. Once again, I am Vian and I am under the CERT PH, which is the National CERT of the Philippines. And I am tasked to walk you through this topic, which is password decoded. Well, this topic will be discussed. Disclaimer lang, medyo may mga technical words lang tayo na maririnig. Pero I will try my best na i-discuss ito in layman's na maiintindihan ng lahat ng nanonood. And right now we will try to know kung ano ba yung mga gustong gawin ng hacker sa atin or paano ba nila nakukuha yung mga password and credentials natin, and also how can we strengthen our password security and strengthen yung cybersecurity posture natin individually. So, next slide. Ito yung mga topics to be covered ng ating webinar. So, una, I will try to discuss about the oasis or the internet. Next one is, syempre, alam na natin yung tungkol sa internet, the history, the brief background about the internet. Syempre, i-discuss din natin yung not so good habit natin on the internet. Ito yung mga list ng common na ginagawa natin and hindi natin napapansin na itong mga common things or common not so good habit natin, dito nabubuo yung risk natin online. And pangatlo is data security. So before we go to password security, syempre, i-discuss muna natin yung briefly yung data security and yung background nito. And also, we will try to discuss about the common attack vector na related sa password security and how to strengthen our key to your kingdom online. And lastly, we will try to discuss din itong recent topics na pinagdedebatihan online, which is the passwordless feature. So I think let's start. Okay, the Oasis. Dati ang internet it is just used for communication. The internet it is a global computer network for communication, and simply it is interconnected devices or interconnected networks, and it moves data from one place to another. So imagine na sa ganung simpleng move ng internet na from one place to another, ita-transfer niya yung data. Ngayon, nakakapag-browse ka na ng kung ano man yung gusto mong i-search sa Google. And ngayon, nakakapag-chat ka na kahit pa malayo yung kausap natin. And nakakapag-stream ka na din on Netflix. Also, we listen to our favorite songs on Spotify. So, imagine kung gaano kabilis lumawak yung scope ng internet. And as of today, it became wider and wider, broader and broader. And katulad nga ng sinabi ni Ma'am Clea kanina, ngayong days of pandemic is sobrang tumaas talaga yung usage ng internet. So, bakit siya tinawag na Oasis? Well, just like the Oasis, it is our safe zone. Bakit siya naging safe zone? Kasi nandito na lahat. You can do everything on the internet. You can buy online, di ba? Lazada and Shopee and everything. And we can transact din our mobile banking, nandiyan na. So, we can shop online na hindi ka na kailangan lumabas, di ba? Magpapagrab ka na lang, magpapalala move ka na lang, and binge watching sa Netflix, di ba? So, it is simply our comfort zone right now. And hindi natin napapansin as the days goes by, ang nangyayari nagiging mas dependent na tayo sa internet. And as the technology arises, mas magiging wider pa yung scope ng internet, and mas madami pang mga users ang magge-generate ng data and information on the internet. And these are the common not so good habit natin sa internet. Siyempre, I'll start with we connect to unsecured public free Wi-Fi network. Ito, nagiging discussion din to online. Na, sir, bakit ganun? Bakit meron namang public Wi-Fi na safe, di ba? Yes, meron naman. And hindi ko nenegate yung or sinasabi sa inyo na huwag kayo gumamit ng free Wi-Fi or huwag kayo kumonect sa mga free Wi-Fi networks na yan. But I am saying to you right now na if we want to access especially mobile banking or critical applications na nag-require ng credentials or talagang critical para sa atin to access on public free Wi-Fi, make sure na we access it securely. Diba? And in case na for example, nasa MRT ka, di ba sa MRT, merong mga free Wi-Fi's dyan. And in case na you need to access talaga yung mobile banking natin, for example, you need to use VPN para at least meron kang layer of protection against these cyber criminals or against these perpetrators natin, itong mga threat actors natin. Kasi hindi natin alam kung sino yung nag-set up ng free Wi-Fi network niyan. Maybe ginaya lang yung name ng legitimate Wi-Fi connection, for example, ni SM. For example, nasa Starbucks ka, and then si Starbucks is minsan merong mga free Wi-Fi spot sa mga Starbucks. At yung hacker na to, kunyari, or yung perpetrator na to, kunyari, is nag-set up din sa Starbucks and ginaya niya yung name ng Wi-Fi na yon. So, ikaw, syempre, meron ba sa atin na ayaw ng libre? Di ba? Wala naman. So, as an individual, dahil nga free Wi-Fi ito, kukonek ka kaagad. So, hindi natin kaagad iniisip na secure ba to? Tama ba na kumonek dito kaagad-agad? So, this is one of the not so good habit natin when it comes on connecting on the internet. Pangalawa is clicking on unknown or suspicious links without hesitation. And itong mga links na to, kadalasan, sorry, no offense kadalasan, ang mga nakaka-click dito is yung mga boomers na, yung mga titas and titos na natin. Dahil wala silang awareness or wala silang, hindi sila ganun ka-familiar sa mga unknown and suspicious links na to. And ito kadalasan pinapadala on email and also with messaging applications just like Messenger or Viber, di ba? Bigla-bigla na lang mag-chat sa'yo kunyari, click mo tong link na to and then you'll have 500 pesos kapag nag-register ka or nag-login ka using your Facebook. So ikaw, dahil gusto mo magkaroon ng 500 pesos, you log in with your credentials on Facebook and then minutes or siguro sabihin natin oras ang nangyari or lumipas, hindi ka na makapag-login ulit sa Facebook mo. Which is, ang nangyari is, nakuha na pala yung credentials na. Diba? So, always verify kung legitimate ba yung links na pinapadala sa atin. Kadalasan kasi may mga, uy, palike naman, or comment ka naman dito sa post na to, diba? And make sure na yung source ng mga links na ito is legitimate na galing talaga sa, for example, is Facebook page ng DICT or ng DICT Cybersecurity Bureau. Make sure na verified yung sources natin. And pangatlo, we register or log in an unknown or unverified web applications and websites. Ito, kadalasan, hindi na natin kasi bina-verify yung mga websites na pinupuntahan natin. Basta na lang tayo register ng register, basta na lang tayo login ng login. Kapag kamukha ng video yung website, hindi mo na tinitignan yung URL sa taas, hindi mo na binabasa kaagad na ay, ano pala to, fraudulent website pala to, hindi pala ako dapat mag-login dito, hindi ko pala dapat ilagay yung mobile banking ko dito or mobile banking account ko dito. And ito rin kadalasan is pinapadala through email. So, dadaanan natin yung mga schemes na yan na kadalasan ginagawa ng mga hackers nowadays. And next is downloading and installing an application and file from untrusted or unverified source to your device. So, ito kadalasan talaga sikat na sikat to eh. Especially dun sa mga gustong mag-download ng mga applications ngayon na, for example, Photoshop. So, this quarantine, nakikita mo, ako personally nakikita ko yung mga friend ko sa Facebook, nagiging artsy-artsy na sila eh. So, yung iba is they're developing their skills on Photoshop, nakakapag-digital painting sila, nakakapag-digital art sila. And ikaw, gusto mo rin gumaya kasi syempre you want to enhance din yung skills mo or gusto mo rin i-discover kung meron ka bang skill sa Photoshop. So, ikaw, magda-download ka kasi gusto mo nga matuto ng Photoshop. So, mag-search ka sa Google na Photoshop crack version, free license. And then, hindi mo namamalayan na hindi pala galing sa legitimate website ni Adobe yung dinownload mo. And hindi mo rin namamalayan dahil gustong-gusto mo nga na ma-install or ma-download itong application na to. Is, ang nangyari is, yung na-install mo na application, this Adobe Photoshop, is meron palang malicious software na nakasama sa loob. So, beware sa mga untrusted or unverified websites na pinagda-downloadan natin, pinag-i-installan natin ng mga application and files na to. Kasi sila yung pwedeng maging source din ng mga malicious softwares na pwedeng ma-install sa atin. And for example is Keyloggers, madadaanan din natin mamaya. So once na na-install ng Keylogger sa cellphones natin, sa mobile devices natin, and also with our laptops or desktops, malalag niya na lahat ng mga keystrokes na ginagamit natin. So, or ginagawa natin on our keyboards. So, beware sa mga untrusted or unverified source. And next is easily giving out all information online without reading terms of services page of the application or website. Sir, sobrang haba naman kasi nitong mga end users license agreement na to. Sobrang haba naman kasi nitong mga terms and agreements na to. So hindi ko na babasahin, i-accept ko na lang ng i-accept. So diyan tayo nadadali. 'Di ba? Kasi minsan tinatamad talaga tayong basahin yung terms of services. Siyempre mahaba nga. Pero on that terms of services, doon din nakalagay kung ano ba yung information na kinukuha nila, and then doon din nakalagay kung paano ba nila ginagamit yung information and data na kinukuha nila sa atin. So kung binebenta ba nila to on a third party vendor, or kung ini-store ba nila ito properly, minsan nakalagay din ito doon sa terms of services na to. So kailangan, before we give information or personal information and data sa mga websites and applications na pinagre-register natin, we should read these terms of services or yung end users license agreement na to. Kasi it is very important na malaman mo din kung paano nga ba nila ginagamit yung data and information na gina-generate natin on the application and website. So lastly is posting everything about yourself online. Ito yung pinaka ginagawa natin araw-araw. Kasi for example, Facebook, we are sharing our My Day. Hindi na nga My Day, mako-consider mo na siya as My Week kasi sobrang dami, di ba? Parang every click mo, every swipe mo, ikaw na naman yung nakikita ko, My Day mo na naman, di ba? So, hindi ko naman sinasabi na masama ito. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na or pinagbabawalan kayo na mag-My Day or mag-post ng mga gusto nyo i-post sa social media. But we should be responsible enough kung ano lang yung dapat nating i-post and kung ano lang yung binibigay natin or nilalagay natin on our social media. Kasi threat actors, hackers, perpetrators, yung mga yan, hindi natin alam kung ano yung nasa utak nila, kung ano yung iniisip nila. So, with all the information na nilalagay natin on our social media, pwede itong magamit sa atin against sa atin na, for example, kasi si hackers, sila threat actors, they can create dictionary list or word list ng kunyari tungkol lang sa'yo. So yung mga likes mo, yung mga kung ano yung mga interested ka na libro, kung ano yung interested ka na movies, pwede yun magamit. For example, ang password mo is Titanic 123, diba? So, nakita din ni hacker na sobrang avid fan ka ng Titanic, na sobrang avid fan ka ni Jack, diba? Sobrang puging-pugi ka kay Jack. So, pwede itong magamit. So, pwede niyang i-list dun sa gagawin niyang word list or dictionary na kunyari si Mary Grace ay gusto niya yung movie na Titanic, so ilalagay ko sa word list ko Titanic, Jack 123, Titanic 123. So yung mga hackers, they can generate an instant word list gamit yung mga information and data na gine-generate natin online. So you can post, yes, malaya ka makapag-post ng gusto mong i-post online. But make sure you are responsible enough na kailangan alam mo rin or may limit ka rin kung ano yung ipopost mo at kung ano yung hindi mo dapat i-post. So, yeah, let's start. In my recent talks, ito yung palagi kong ginagamit. So, imagine this is your underwear. Or actually, hindi nga lang siya simple underwear. This is your most valued underwear. So, syempre, kapag yung isang bagay is pinapahalagan mo talagang itatago mo yan, di ba? Talagang poprotektahan mo yan. Talagang hindi mo yan nahayaan na madumihan, hindi mo yan mahayaan na manilaw, hindi mo yan nahayaan na maging bacon strips. Kasi this is your most valued underwear, di ba? Kapag meron nga tayong bagong damit or bagong sapatos, talagang ayaw mong madumihan, ayaw mong magusot, kailangan maayos, kailangan stored properly, diba? So imagine that this underwear, this most valued underwear, this is your data and personal information na gine-generate mo online. So, hindi ka papayag na basta-basta lang makuha ng kung sino man and gamitin sa, 'di ba, sa mga malicious activities nila. And tayo, as individual, ang gagawin natin, ang pinakauna nating gagawin with this most valued underwear is itatago mo. You will store it properly. 'Di ba? And hindi mo hahayaan na makita to ng iba, hindi mo rin hahayaan na magamit ito ng iba. At makuha, syempre. So, dito papasok si data security. Well, si data security, it is a set of standards and technologies that protect data from intentional or accidental destruction, modification, or disclosure. Simply the CIA trial. So, si data security, kadalasan na nami-misconcept yung mga tao na ang data security, ang cybersecurity, para lang yan sa mga experts. Para lang yan sa mga IT experts, sa mga IT security experts. And ako as individual, hindi na ako siguro hindi ko na kailangan siguro yan. Hindi na ako makikialam with data security or password security or cybersecurity, kung ano mang security pa yan. Kasi meron naman nagpo-protect sa akin. Maganda naman yung password ko. Ang password ko naman is birthday ng nanay ko. Wala namang nakakilala sa nanay ko. Well, dun tayo nagkakamali. And we make the mistake of thinking that our data has no value when it's actually the main reason why cyber attacks occur. So, ito yung kadalasang misconception na nangyayari na bakit ako aatakihin ng mga hackers na to? Hindi naman ako part ng malaking kumpanya or hindi naman ako mataas na opisyal sa gobyerno. Hindi naman ako CEO ng company na pinagtatrabahuan ko. So, walang pakialam sa akin yung mga hackers na yan. Well, dun ka nagkakamali. With the information and data na generate natin online. Sabi nga nila, once you connect on the internet, para ka na rin tumira sa isang glass house, which is everyone can see you. And itong mga hackers na to, itong mga perpetrators na to, they are willing to pay para lang makuha yung data and information na generate natin online. And they badly want that information. They want that data and information. Kaya nagkakaroon nga ng mga discussions ngayon na that the data, that our information and data na generate online is the new oil na daw or the new gold na daw. Well, partly correct naman siya, which is kasi sobrang laki na ng value ng data ngayon. And sobrang importante ng data natin ngayon dahil they can develop applications, they can personalize yung mga ads na nakikita mo sa Facebook using yung data and information na generate mo online. So, sobrang importante niya. And ikaw, syempre, personally, as an individual, you need to protect your data and information. Kasi, yun nga, dahil dun sa misconception na nangyayari, nawawalan tayo ng pakialam on our data and information. Basta-basta na lang tayo nagbibigay ng data or nagbibigay ng mga credentials natin online. Minsan pa nga, nagpapasa na lang tayo ng mga password sa email, di ba? Plain text, hindi na naka-encrypt. So, ito yung mga maling practices na kadalasan ginagawa natin. So, we must value our data, katulad nung pagbavalue nga natin dun sa most valued underwear. Na yun. So, familiar tayo dito. Right? Kadalasan, ito yung mga makikita mong password ng sa mga organization. Or minsan nga sa mga websites, di ba pag nakikita nyo may login page yung mga websites. Ito yung kadalasang nakikita or pwede natin itry dun sa mga website na yun. Na kapag in-access mo, meron talagang mga websites na yan yung password. Seriously speaking. Pero syempre, hindi natin dapat i-try ito sa mga login pages without the consent nung mga may-ari ng website or yung web admin dahil pwede tayong kasuhan. So, this is just an example na if this is your username and password, kapag parehas yung username and password natin, para ka lang nagtago ng susi in under this mat na butas-butas. So, nagtago ka pa ng susi, di ba? Kitang-kita rin ng. So, and kadalasan, ito rin yung mga default username and password when it comes to routers, yung mga, for example, yung mga CMS na ginagamit online sa pag-create ng mga websites, yung mga content management system. So, ito yung mga default password na ginagamit nila. So, ito yung isa sa mga maling practices talaga when it comes to password security. Next is this one. Di ba? Para ka ding nagtali ng motor mo, nilock mo pa talaga. Di ba? Parang, well, this is just a meme. Pero, wake up call na rin ito sa atin. Kasi, may mga chances talaga na tayo personally as an individual, hindi natin natatandaan yung mga password. Gusto mo, simple lang yung password na gagamitin. So, ikaw, as individual, gagamitin mo na lang din kung ano yung nilagay mo sa username. Para mas mabilis, di ba? Pero mali yun. Maling practices yun natin when using or using and activating our password. And isa pa, eto. So, para ano rin naglagay ng lock na Cheetos lang yung nandun sa ginamit mong padlock, di ba? So, we should be aware sa mga ginagamit nating passwords. And hindi dapat ito katulad ng username lang natin. Yan. So, minsan, ang password na ginagamit din natin is yung mismong pangalan natin. Which is, I think, kung ako yung threat actor and then kilala kita, then I'll try to log in onto your Facebook account. Tapos ang username mo and password is pangalan mo lang din. 'Di ba? What's the sense na naglagay ka pa ng password? 'Di ba? So, maling practice din yung sarili mong pangalan yung ilalagay mo as password. So, napakadaling hulaan 'yan para sa mga threat actors natin, sa mga hackers na to. And ito pa, isang meme na to. You should change your password to incorrect. That way, if you forget it, your computer will say the password is incorrect. So, maaalala mo siya. Di ba? Yes, actually, marami nang gumawa nito at marami na ring nag-try na i-change yung password nila into incorrect. Para naalala nga daw nila pag namali yung namali yung input nila, naaalala nila na incorrect yung password. But this is already included in the dictionary attacks ng mga hackers na free online, or yung mga wordlist na ginagamit ng mga hackers to conduct brute force attacks. Yan. So, this screen capture or this screen recording na meron ako is personally sa akin to. When we went to Davao last 2019. Oh, tama, 2019 yun. So merong isang network connection na set up, which is si iPad 8. So, itong connection na to, tinry ko lang na connect sa kanya. Kasi syempre, kapag nasa aeroplano ka, walang connection, di ba? Kailangan mo magbayad. So, nagtry ako ng isang connection na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lang yung password. And kung mapapansin nyo, nakapasok ako. Ayan, makikita natin dyan. So, connect ako and then nilagay ko yung password ko is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, when I try to log in or to join, connected na ako. Well, ito yung kadalasan ng mga password natin on Apple on our mobile devices. Di ba? Sa mga nag-hotspot dyan, mga nagte-tether. Which is isa rin sa mga maling practices natin when generating passwords or using this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gamit na to. Sobrang gasgas na to. And hindi na to mawawala sa dictionary ng mga threat actors or ng mga hackers. So, mali din yung ganitong practices. Well, passwords are these secret words of strings and characters na kinagamit natin for authentication. And syempre, kaya nga password siya, this is considered as key to your online world. For our access on our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, or other social networking sites, syempre kailangan mo ng password. And hindi na bago yung password sa atin kasi long time ago or historically, yung passwords are also used as means of keeping secrets. So in Egypt, ang ginagawa nila to encrypt tombs and valuable artifacts, ginagamit nila yung mga tableau yata yung basa dun or something. So gumagamit sila ng tablet and then ito yung nagsisilbing password na yon para makadaan ka dun sa mga guards. So hindi na bago sa atin yung passwords, and passwords are meant to be strong. Hindi siya meant na maging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lang. Kasi it is very weak. Kahit siguro grade 5 or grade 6, grade 4, mahuhulaan yung password mo kung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lang. Diba? So sobrang galing ng mga bata ngayon. Sobrang galing ng mga students ngayon, diba? When it comes to mobile phones, when it comes to mobile devices, talagang mahuhulaan yan. And these passwords, akala lang natin normal lang siya na kailangan lang siya ng website para i-access mo. Kailangan lang siya ng mga web applications or mobile applications para ma-access mo 'yun. Well, nagkakamali tayo. These passwords are meant para i-protect din yung data and information natin when it comes to using that mobile applications or web applications. And your passwords is meant or ginawa lang yan for your eyes only. Naniniwala ba kayo sa akin on that term? Kasi most of us, we are sharing our passwords with our girlfriends, di ba? Sa asawa natin, para daw mas trusted mo siya, kailangan ma-access mo yung account niya or may access ka sa account niya, kailangan mababasa mo lahat ng messages. Well, definitely, hindi siya magandang practice or actually prohibited nga siya. Hindi pwedeng yung password mo is alam ng asawa mo, hindi pwedeng alam ng anak mo yung passwords mo dahil it was meant for your eyes only. Kaya nga passwords yan, di ba? Kaya generate yan just for you, di ba? Uniquely just for you. So, what if mag-break kayo ng girlfriend mo? And then nag-away kayo. So, pero alam niyo pa rin yung password mo sa Facebook. Then, another story na to. Diba? So, keep your passwords on yourself lang. Well, when it comes to responsibility ng mga users and developers, for users, we should know how to choose secure passwords. And dito kasi, kadalasan yung mga, yung sinabi ko kanina, yung mga users ng application na to, ng mga web application, mobile application na to, is just using password para lang, parang compliance lang na, okay, para ma-access ko to, kailangan ko password. Ganun lang. Hindi nila iniisip na they will generate information, they will expose their information online when using these applications, website applications and mobile applications. So, kailangan make sure that this password na gagamitin natin, this password na i-generate natin is strong enough to protect our data and information. And for developers, our responsibility is to securely store the user's password. And kadalasan kasi sa mga developers, hindi ko naman sinasabing lahat, but some of them are just focused on development side. Hindi na sila nagiging focus on the security side. So ito yung isa sa malaking gap sometimes ng mga developers na they are storing passwords, they are storing usernames, they are storing yung mga information and data na nakukuha nila sa atin on plain sight. So hindi na encrypted, hindi na encoded with hash or something na kailangan protected yung password or yung mga information na generate natin or nilalagay natin dun sa app nila. So sobrang focus nila on the development side yun. Nakakalimutan nila minsan yung security side. So ito dapat yung best practice na ginagawa natin. We should know how to securely store yung mga users passwords and user information na binibigay sa atin at pinagkakatiwala sa atin ni user. Remember, si user, pinagkatiwala niya yung information, yung data na binibigay niya sa atin. So this is our responsibility to store it securely. So making sure na yung mga database natin is configured ng maayos and additional layer of protection yung binibigay natin before they register, diba? And also recommendations na gumamit ng multi-factor authentication. And before we start on the common attack vectors, may mga nagsasabi na wala daw sounds. So, I think meron naman pong sounds. Okay? So, yeah. Let's continue. Okay. These common attack vectors, ito yung mga kadalasang ways kung paano nakukuha ni hacker yung itong mga passwords, yung mga credentials natin. And unang-unang tanong ng mga tao, should I be wary about my own password if it is strong or not? Kailangan ba secure ba yung password? Kailangan ba mahaba? Kailangan ba complex yung password ko? Or just simply password 123 okay na? Well, isa ito sa magandang i-discuss kasi nowadays, recently lang may mga reports kami na nakukuha or natatanggap na sa amin mismo nagre-report na na-hack yung Facebook account nila because it is not strong enough. And because of that, nagkakaroon ng kunyari identity theft and ginagamit yung account na na-hack to sell yung mga, dahil nga pandemic ngayon, ginagamit yung account to sell kunyari alcohols, to sell disinfectants, to sell masks, PPEs. Pero once na nag-transact na si buyer, dahil nga ma-attract si buyer kasi mura yung benta ng mga threat actors na to using that hack account. And then yung mga victim ng mga perpetrators na to, ng mga threat actors na to is yung friends ng na-hack nilang account. So itong mga friends na to is nagkakaroon sila ng trust agad kay threat actor dun sa account mismo. Kasi friend na nila sa Facebook, kilala na nila sa Facebook. Pero ang nangyari is nagkaroon ng transaction and then fraudulent pala. So nalaman na lang bigla na hindi pala yun yung may-ari talaga, hindi pala siya talaga yung nagbebenta. And then na-transfer na yung money dun sa hacker, then wala na. Hindi naman pala totoo yung nagbebenta siya ng mga disinfectants or PPEs or mga mask. And isa lang to sa mga common na reports na natatanggap namin na related to password security. So pangalawa, how does this perpetrators can get my password? Well, ito yung i-discuss natin ngayon na mga common attack vectors. So unang-una is data breach. One thing that the public must remember is that different data breaches can be connected due to vast troves of stolen information floating around the internet. So with data breaches, however, the most basic level, the definition of data breach is unauthorized access. Which means meron si hacker kunyari is nagkaroon ng access doon sa system, for example, and then unauthorized access doon sa system, and private digital information was exposed or leaked. And what these cyber criminals do is iba-iba yung mga ginagawa nila dun sa exposed information, sa mga leak information na to eh. Minsan binibenta nila on dark web, minsan ginagamit nga nila yung mga accounts to log in on different social media sites pa. And minsan nagkakaroon din ng another account pa na related doon. So katulad ng report kanina, nagbebenta ng mga ganitong bagay which is fraudulent. So ito yung mga example ng mga memes na related with data breaches. Well, you can leak passwords if you don't store passwords, di ba? Well, pagdating dito, hindi kasi merong mga application developer na nag-i-store kasi nga talaga ng plain text ng mga passwords. So, medyo mahirap makontrol 'yun. Hindi ko sure kasi hindi naman ako sa development side. Hindi ko sure kung bakit hindi nila nai-store ng encrypted yung mga passwords natin. Well, I think yung iba misconfigurations lang or depende, baka part din ng feature ng app. Hindi ko sure, hindi ako 100% sure. If you're a developer, pwede kayong mag-comment na kung bakit these developers are storing passwords on plain text, which is unethical when it comes to security field, di ba? And ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na anong ginagawa ng mga hackers, ng mga perpetrators with this credentials stolen, with this information and data na nakukuha nila when it comes to data breach. Well, some of them binibenta ito sa dark web. And on dark web, ang iba sa mga hackers binibenta ito ng sobrang mura. For example, itong isang credit card na to. So this credit card information was sold for $10, di ba? Imagine $10 for only 500 pesos, meron ka ng credit card information. So imagine kung for example, kung ang naapektuhan sa isang organization ang nakuhang credit card information is 1,000. Then binibenta for $10 each. Then meron ka ng $10,000. So ganun kadali lang ginagawa ng mga hackers na ipagbili, 'di ba? Or i-trade yung mga data and information na nakukuha nila with data breach on the dark web. Kaya syempre tayo as an individual, we should secure ourselves. We should be aware with this kind of transactions na nangyayari underground. And isa rin itong awareness for us na or wake up call na we should enhance our cybersecurity posture as an individual. Kasi I think a good cybersecurity stance is a proactive approach, 'di ba? Yung iba kasi sa atin ang ginagawa is kung kailan naapektuhan na, kung kailan na-affect na sila ng cyber attack, saka lang sila kumikilos. So tayo, we should do proactive approach ng pag-build or pag-i-strengthen ng ating cybersecurity culture in ourselves, in our organization, even sa bahay natin. Mas maganda na sinashare natin sa iba kung ano yung information na meron tayo when it comes to cybersecurity and also with data security. So another thing, last year or I think 2018 pa to, 'di ba? Merong data breach na nangyari, malawakang data breach na nangyari kay Facebook. And one of these threat actors na nakakuha ng mga information na ito is he or she is selling these Facebook accounts or yung stolen Facebook accounts sa dark web ng as low as 162 pesos. So papayag ba tayo na ganito lang kababa yung binibenta yung credentials natin? 'Di ba? What if active pa tong account? What if itong username and password na ginamit mo sa Facebook is ginamit mo rin sa Twitter? 'Di ba? for only 162 pesos, na-access na ni hacker or na-access na nung buyer ng mga accounts na to on dark web, yung dalawang account mo. 'Di ba? So, better safe than sorry dapat. Kumbaga parang mas maganda ng meron kang distrust attitude or nade-develop yung distrust attitude natin, yung pagiging paranoid natin when it comes to cybersecurity, when it comes to generating our data and information online. Kaysa naman ma-hack pa tayo or ma-compromise pa yung mga accounts natin. So another thing na attack vectors na ginagamit ng mga hackers na to get our information is this brute force attack. Well, this brute force attack, simply it is a guessing game. Parang trial and error method siya. And with this brute force attack, the hacker is try to guess this username and password natin with common words na nasa word list nila. And sometimes they are creating yung mga specific or customized dictionary or customized word list na may kinalaman lamang sa organization na kinabibilangan mo. Or for example, sa'yo lang mismo, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, na when we generate when we post online, di ba? May mga tao na the threat actors na talagang kung gusto kang i-hack, di ba? Kung gusto kang i-attack, right? Is gagawin lahat just to get an information about you, and then lalagay yun sa word list nila, lalagay yun sa customized dictionary nila. And then yung dictionary na ito, yung word list na ito yung gagamitin nila to conduct a brute force attack para i-access yung accounts natin or yung Facebook accounts or yung social media accounts natin. So, when it comes to brute force, it is just a simple attack, right? Kasi guessing game lang to or trial and error method lang to. Pero it has a high success rate. For example, I want to demo this password attack or brute force attack na to. Kasi when it comes to brute force, marami siyang mga iba't ibang mga sub vectors pa. And when it comes to brute forcing, I'll share this screen muna. Ma'am Clea, excuse me.
Yes, Rian.
Pa-share screen po ulit for the demo.
Okay.
Thank you. So yun. When it comes to brute force attack, ipapakita ko yung one of the demo kung paano or kung gaano ka dali lang na nahuhulaan ng mga threat actors or ng mga perpetrators yung password natin if we are using a simple password. Kasi under brute force attack, meron tayong tinatawag na dictionary attack, which is they're using this word list, which is ang included sa word list na yon is yung mga common words on the dictionary na kadalasan kasi yung mga individual, yung mga users, they're using common words lang as their password. For example, Daisy123 or for example, mahilig siya sa kotse. And then yung kotse niya ngayon is Toyota. And let's say Toyota 86. So minsan na yun na yung ginagawa nilang password. So if these common words is nasa dictionary na ni attackers, sobrang taas ng success rate na pwedeng mangyari na ma-access ni hacker itong mga accounts or credentials natin. So I'll try to share another screen. Yeah. So, right now, I am using Kali Linux distro. So, itong Kali Linux distro is, this is a distribution uh, ni Linux operating system na ginagamit ng mga penetration testing experts. So, if you are willing na maging inline or kumbaga parang matuto ng mga penetration testing methods, methodologies, techniques, maraming mga resources online, mga open source. So, one of these resources is Kali Linux. So, open source din siya. Libre to. You can download it for free. And I am using virtual machine ngayon to demonstrate this simple password brute forcing attack na pwede natin gamitin. So, ngayon, meron akong dalawang file dito. So, si not so secured na PDF and si somehow secured na PDF. And one of these PDFs is, it contains a weak password. So, parehas yan, password protected siya. So, hindi natin siya mabubuksan hanggat hindi natin nalalaman kung anong password nito. And another one. So, makikita natin na it requires password para mabuksan natin to. So, I'll just show you guys kung gaano kadali nalalaman ni threat actor yung mga password na gamit natin using brute forcing attack. So, let's try this not secured PDF muna. So, I'm using PDF crack. So, si PDF crack, isa siyang tool under Linux distro that can conduct brute forcing attack on the secured PDF. So, itatry lang muna natin sa PDF yung brute forcing. And we will try kung gaano kabilis natin makukuha yung password ng not so secured PDF. So, si PDF crack, eto, marami siyang mga options. So, when we are trying to brute force this PDF file, so may mga options siya na bench, charset string, so wordlist, and win password integer or max password integer, load state, and also pwede mo na rin i-include yung username and password on the line, on the command line itself. Kung alam mo na yung kumbaga specific password na pwede mong i-run doon. So, pwede mo rin siyang i-run quietly, and let's try using this word list. So, si Kali Linux, meron na siyang mga built-in word list na kasama sa loob. So, let's try to locate RockYou.txt. So, meron siyang RockYou.txt na kasama. Inside Kali Linux, there is a RockYou.txt na file, which is, itong RockYou.txt na to, konting history lang, konting kwento lang. Well, there is a company way back I think 2009 yata or 2010, na itong company na to, they are para siyang siya yung nagde-develop ng mga widgets for MySpace, 'di ba? Kung naabutan niyo pa yung MySpace dati, I think before Facebook, meron ng MySpace. And itong company na to, which is the RockYou, is na compromise. They experienced the data breach na attack, and then yung mga threat actors nung company na yon, they expose those credentials o those passwords na na-expose dun sa data breach within RockYou. Nalaman ng mga threat actors kasi na itong RockYou na company na to is storing their passwords in plain text. So kitang-kita kaagad. And then, ang ginawa ng mga hackers, they made it available publicly. So, kung isa-search nyo sa Google, pwede nyo i-download din yung RockYou.txt. I think nasa more than 13 million or 14 million passwords yun nandyan sa loob niyan. So, usually, ito yung pinaka-common and pinaka-sikat na word list na ginagamit ng mga hackers to try brute forcing attack. So, we will try this RockYou.txt para as our word list para ma-crack yung password ng isang PDF natin. So, before that, gusto ko lang ipakita kung ano pa yung mga ibang mga word list under Kali Linux. So, yan. So, meron, divided na siya into different directories. Merong mga word list for Dearbuster, meron ding fasttrack.txt, meron ding for Fern Wi-Fi, for Metasploit meron din, and for Nmap, for WFuzz or for fuzzing, web fuzzing, meron ding mga word list dyan. And kung pupuntahan natin sila isa-isa, yan, makikita nyo, there are TXT files sa loob. Ayan. And those TXT files contains thousands of words. For example, this big.txt. I-count natin kung ilan yung word na nandun sa loob ng big.txt. So meron siyang 20,000 words under dun sa big.txt. So imagine niyo ganun kadami. Well, try natin sa RockYou.txt kung ilan. So count natin ulit. So si RockYou.txt, to be exact, meron tayong 14,344,392 passwords inside the RockYou.txt. So, pwede natin tignan kung ano yung laman nitong 42,000 na to. So, let's try to see what's inside the RockYou.txt. So, ayan, makikita nyo yung mga list ng mga passwords, di ba? May makikita ka dyan, Angel 123, Acer IO, wow.912, Winnie 423 po, di ba? May mga speed limit 60, di ba? Merong Rachel, merong NSU, 3-letter word, math, favorite niya siguro ng subject yung math. Or yan, yung sinasabi ko kanina, Kawasaki, mga siguro favorite niyang brand ng motorcycle or something, di ba? So sobrang dami nito. Imagine if one of your passwords na ginagamit is nandito na or nakasama na dito, well, it is very easy for the hacker na makuha yung password natin. Well, I'll stop this. Let's say ang password mo is for example, mahal kita 123. Let's see kung meron tayong mahal kita 123 dito sa RockYou.txt. Kasi kadalasan may mga Tagalog words din na nasa loob nitong RockYou.txt. Diba? So makikita natin, merong mga, ayan, mahal kita 1224, mahal kita 13, diba? So meron pa, mahal kita Besko, mahal kita Beko. Ay, mga kadalasang password na ginagamit natin. So, kung ito yung password na gamit mo, di ba? sobrang laking chance na makukuha na talaga ni hacker yung password natin or malalaman agad ni hacker yung password natin. So we will try to guess now kung ano yung password ng not so secured PDF. So let's try to PDF crack again. -F means kung ano yung pangalan ng file na itatry natin i-brute force, which is not so secure PDF. Okay. So, meron tayong not so secured PDF dito. And we will try to crack it right now. So, PDF crack, -F, pangalan ng file, not so secured PDF. And then, kung ano yung word list na gagamitin natin. So, for example, from those word list na pinakita ko kanina, di ba, iba't ibang mga directories ngayon, ang gagamitin natin is yung RockYou. So, we will indicate the directory kung nasaan nakalagay si RockYou.txt, which is user share wordlist RockYou.txt. So, with that line of commands, we will try to crack this not so secure PDF. Boom. Nakita nyo? So, nakuha na natin kaagad yung password, which is password 123. So imagine kung ito yung ginagamit mo araw-araw na password inside your organization, inside your, kumbaga sa Wi-Fi connection natin or Wi-Fi connectivity natin. Well, using this RockYou.txt lang and this available open source cracking tools, diba, online, madaling makukuha ng mga hacker yung mga password natin. Now we will try to log in or we will try to open this PDF file na meron tayo, the not so secured one. So we will try to copy paste the password and then unlock the document. Let's see kung mapasok. Yan. So we're in. Andito na tayo sa loob ng PDF na not so secure. So this PDF is not so secure. So sad. So kung ganun yung password na gamit natin, make sure na ngayon pa lang habang nakikinig ka, change your password right now. Kasi sobrang laki ng chance, siguro 101% yung chance na talagang makukuha at makukuha ni hacker yung password natin. So let's try again the next PDF. So we will PDF crack again. We will use PDF crack. Somehow secured yung pangalan ng isa. And then we will try to use this word list again na RockYou.txt, which is on the user, share, word list, RockYou.txt. Yan. So, nakikita ba natin? So, hindi siya ganun kabilis katulad nung kanina. Di ba? So, makikita natin dyan na iisa-isahin ni PDF crack yung mga nandun sa RockYou.txt randomly. So, makikita nyo yung average speed ng word per second na ini-scan niya or tinatry niya, which is 26,149. Di ba? Current word na tinatry niya is chobito, which is hindi naman iyon yung password natin. So, mamaya babalikan natin yan and titignan natin kung na-crack na ba talaga niya yung password. So, hintayin muna natin mag-crack siya dyan. And let's go back to the presentation. Okay. So, ayun yung example ng brute force attack. And nakita natin kung gaano kabilis nakukuha ni hacker kung meron lang tayong password na password 123, kung gaano kabilis na na-crack using this PDF crack, yung password ng PDF. Well, meron mga ibang mga tools na ginagamit si hacker, just like John the Reaper, na available din siya open source. And itong John the Reaper is mas powerful tool siya for cracking passwords, also hashes, ginagamit din siya, and also hashcat. Itong mga tools na to is iilan lang sa mga ginagamit ni hacker to try in cracking or to try brute force attack sa mga passwords natin. Yan. Using different passwords, ayoko niyan, for different websites. Ang mas gusto natin is we use same password for everything. Ito ang mahirap. Kasi what is your password on Facebook can be your password din sa Twitter. Well, aminado tayo dyan. Ako personally nung high school days or siguro nag-start ako nung elementary, grade 6. All my accounts, Facebook, even sa Friendster pa nga dati, kung ano yung password ko dati, yung username and password ko dati sa Friendster, ayun din yung password ko sa Facebook. So, pare-parehas na. And then, nung tumagal-tagal, first year high school, yata ako nun, or second year high school, nag-Twitter, same password pa din, same username pa din yung gamit ko. And even tumagal to nung mga fourth year or third year high school na ako, which is same na yung username ko and password with my email, with my, let's say, Instagram, with my Twitter, with my Facebook, and lahat ng accounts ko, even Steam, di ba? Lahat yun, isa na lang yung yung username and password. Well, hindi siya magandang practice kasi aminin natin or i-admit man natin o hindi, talagang ito yung nangyayari, di ba? In real life na we are using same password for everything. And bakit natin to ginagawa? Because users are kumbaga, ang reason nila dito is madali namin nakakalimutan pag madami kaming mga password or madami kaming mga credentials. Well, iyan yung isa sa mga susolusyonan natin or bibigyan natin ng pansin mamaya when we tackle about how to strengthen the key on our online kingdom. So next attack is credential stuffing. So itong credential stuffing, it is based dun sa mga gumagamit nga ng same credentials sa kanilang mga accounts, iba't ibang accounts, sa mga Facebook, sa Instagram, or mas worse pa, ginagamit din nila yung username, same username and password inside the organization infrastructure. So sobrang mali na yon, sobrang bad practice na yon. At this attack, based din siya dun sa mga nakuhang credentials on data breaches. Ang ginagawa ni hacker is they are using bots for automation ng paglalagin or pag-brute force into different sites or different networking sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They will try yung isang account, yung isang credentials, they will try it on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram at the same time. So automation siya na ginagawa ng isang bot. So I think maramihan din siya per second. So totally ang percentage na parang magigess or mahuhulaan ng mga hackers yung password or yung credentials or they can access again it into another account is medyo malaki din. Actually, ito, personal experience ko to. Marami din may mga sige. There is a person na nag-send na photo sa akin which is photo ito or screenshot ito ng phone details niya. And doon sa phone details niya nakalagay yung kung ano yung credentials niya into this account, into this account, into this account, nakalist. So, pwede yun sa mga mobile phone natin, di ba? Pwede mong i-list lahat ng mga accounts mo. And on that screenshot, nagulat siya bakit nasama niya yung mga username and password. And sabi ko sa kanya, well, recently lang to, sabi ko sa kanya, i-change mo na immediately yung mga password mo. Kasi hindi magandang practice na pare-parehas yung credentials natin into our different accounts. And also, wag na wag mo i-share yung mga username and password mo with other person. Kasi hindi natin alam, hindi natin kontrolado yung kung ano yung gagawin nila, di ba? Once they got the information, once they got their credentials, hindi na natin control kung ano yung pwede nilang gawin. So, why would you use the same password for all your logins? Ito nga yung sinasabi ko kanina, na maybe these users, these individuals, ay hirap talagang maalala yung mga password natin. So, another common vector kung paano nakukuha ng mga hackers ang ating mga credentials, ang ating mga passwords, is phishing. Yan. Isa ito dun sa mga sinabi natin kanina na malicious links and attachments na kiniklik natin online. Itong phishing, it is a method of trying to get the personal information natin. Well, kadalasan ito nangyayari sa mga banking, also with government organizations or government agencies, at yung mga organization na merong hinahawakang critical data or information. Ito yung mga kadalasan na bibiktima ng phishing. But nowadays, habang lumalawak yung mga users or dumadami yung mga users on the internet, is palawak din ng palawak yung nagiging platform for phishing, di ba? So even individuals nakaka-receive na ng mga phishing emails, which is, kunyari, gagayahin si BDO, gagayahin yung email ni BPI, and then they will redirect you into a malicious website, into a fraudulent website na kailangan mong i-log in yung credentials mo with your mobile banking and everything. And dun na simulang makukuha yung mga credentials natin, yung mga passwords natin. So, that's the one way kung paano nakukuha ng mga hackers yung or na-hack or nako-compromise ng mga hackers yung mga accounts natin online. And ito yung mga example ng fraudulent emails and also fraudulent websites na these perpetrators do. Unang-una, they will email you na katulad ni BDO. But buti nga nowadays, yung security team ni BDO or netong mga banking na ito, they are giving awareness na din sa mga users nila na hindi sila nanghihingi ng verification sa account ng mga users, hindi sila nanghihingi ng passwords and username. So if merong mag-email sa inyo na ganun, automatically it is illegitimate. It is fraudulent activity na ginagawa or caused by this itong mga perpetrators na to, itong mga threat actors na to. And ito yung isa na mag-update ka ng personal information. So mula user ID hanggang sa card security code, ilalagay mo. So imagine kung isasubmit mo yan dun sa hacker, well, sorry to say, medyo, hindi nga medyo totally compromised na yung mobile banking natin or yung online banking natin. So beware, and if may nakita kayong ganitong composition ng email and ganito yung URL na gamit, well, automatically, it is not related to BPI, di ba? And also, automatically, it is not related to BDO. So, alam ko maraming mga users sa atin ni BDO and BPI. Diba? Ito yung mga kadalasan kasing mga na-hack and kadalasan rin na nare-receive naming mga reports. So, mas maganda if we will be aware, malilesen natin yung mga nagiging biktima ng mga ganitong klaseng scheme nitong mga perpetrators na to. Also this one, ito isang email in a certain government agency na sabi nito, nagpapanggap siya na siya yung IT help desk. And nakita nyo yung email niya, dalava at production.gov.pc, which is not belonging to that agency. Kasi automatically, for example, if you're under government agency, kadalasan yan .gov.ph yung email address na dulo. And dito, nagpanggap siya na IT help desk and sabi niya, kailangan i-revalidate nung user kasi nag-exceed na siya sa storage ng email niya. So, I think if they click this link na nandito sa click side na to, this part, it will require you to log in again your email and then sa kanila makukuha yung credentials mo. So, ako, well, recently din, may isang game kasi kaming sinalihan ng mga colleagues ko. And on that game, on that competition, we are the red team. So we are the attackers. And on that game, ang nangyari is merong mga defenders. So nakahiwalay na side sila, defenders. And kaming mga attackers ay nakahiwalay din na side. So ang ginawa namin, dahil wala kami masyadong makuhang information regarding the defenders or the infrastructure na dinedefend nila, ginaya namin yung admin ng laro. Ginaya namin yung email niya. Pinalitan namin yung pangalan namin na admin or game admin, for example. And then, sabi namin dun sa mga defenders, you must change your password immediately for strict compliance. So, send us your recent email address, recent email credentials, and then you must change it immediately. So, ang nangyari, tinry lang namin mag-fish dun sa mga defenders. And unintentionally, may isang nag-send sa amin ng credentials nila. And once, nung na-access namin yung email mismo nung team na yon, ng mga defenders, sobrang dami naming nakuhang information. So imagine nagpanggap lang kami na game admin ng laro and naniwala sila without checking kung ano yung email address, kung kanino galing, kung ano yung mismong pakay nung nag-send, di ba? Wala kaming pinaklik na link, wala kaming, hindi namin sila ni-redirect into a fraudulent websites. Ang ginawa lang namin is we try to command them or we try to tinry namin utusan sila na palitan yung password nila and isend sa amin yung recent na password nila. So, nung pagka-send sa amin, boom, pasok kami. And then, sobrang daming information na nakuha. Well, we end up becoming the second place on that game. So, from the bottom, naging second place kami dahil dun sa phishing attempt na ginawa namin. So, beware sa mga ganitong klaseng fraudulent emails na sinasend sa atin. And always check kung kanino galing. Always check the links kung saan ka ba i-redirect if you click on that link. And another way kung paano nakukuha ni hacker yung mga password and credentials natin is through keylogging. Well, nabanggit ko kanina is one of our not so good habits on the internet is yung paggamit ng mga or pag-download and pag-install ng mga applications and files, di ba? Na nakikita lang natin on untrusted and unverified websites. Well, these files usually kung dedicated talaga yung site na yon na merong keylogger na kasama once you install the program, lagot na tayo. Well, keylogging, for just a simple explanation, kung ano yung tinype mo sa keyboard, nakukuha yun, nare-record niya yun, and then some of this automated keyloggers na nai-install minsan is nagsisend ng information na din dun sa hackers, dun sa mga perpetrators. And ang ginagawa nito kadalasan is actually hindi siya considered as malicious software. Pero itong mga keyloggers na to kasi dati is they are made for monitoring. Kung ano ba yung ginagawa ng mga empleyado sa loob ng kumpanya. Kung ano ba yung tinatype, kung ano ba yung mga binibisitang websites, di ba? And it is one of the way ng mga admin or ng mga higher ups inside the organization to monitor their employees. Pero ginamit na rin ito ng mga hackers to record our credentials na tinatype natin, usually on public places. Nagugulat ka na lang, meron nang magsasabi sa'yo na hawak ko yung username and password mo, na hindi mo alam kung paano, wala ka namang kinlik na link, hindi naman na data breach yung website na pinupuntahan mo, for example. And hindi mo alam kung paano. Well, naalala mo na nag-login ka pala sa isang public internet cafe, for example. And hindi mo na malayan na yung internet cafe na yon is may naka-install na keyloggers. Or for example is talagang ininstallan ng mga perpetrators or ng mga threat actors ng keyloggers. And then you access it, yung computer na yun. And then it starts to record all your keystrokes, di ba, na ginawa, including your credentials. So sobrang hirap ma-prevent ng ganong scenario unless you are aware with this kind of attack. And usually nga galing din yung mga ganitong softwares, yung mga ganitong malicious softwares from those files and applications na dina-download natin on those untrusted websites, on those malicious websites. Kadalasan kasama yan ng mga Adobe Photoshop, na may mga naka-embed na ganyang keyloggers. So beware sa mga ini-install and dina-download natin. Especially kung hindi naman natin talaga verified yung source na pinagda-downloadan natin. And yan. Let's go to this part ng ating lecture. The key, or ito yung pinaka-heart ng talk na to. Yung mga ways kung paano natin may strengthen yung yung mga password natin, especially when creating one password, ano ba yung dapat nating i-consider. And when you are accessing your social networking accounts or mobile accounts, ano ba yung mga dapat nating i-consider din. Well, first of all, I want you to watch this video.
Nice. All right. First order of business. Create a login for the shared company drive.
Lucky you. Back when I started, all new hires got was a pat on the back and a free shrimp cocktail. Allergic.
Yikes.
I'm Sid. I work in IT, but I volunteer here in marketing just to keep everyone's security up to date.
I'm Laura. Just marketing.
Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. People here aren't exactly up to code. We've had some incidents that I'm not at liberty to discuss. Don't want to compromise security. You understand?
Okay.
Knock, knock, knock. Hello. Just checking in on my new report. Are you finding everything okay?
Yep.
You find Sid okay?
Yeah.
Do not feed him shrimp. Oh, man. Oh, hey, creating the new login ID. You know, I know that can drag on, so if you get stuck at all, you can always just use mine. No spaces, no apostrophe, no apologies.
You printed your password on a mug?
No, even better. I got it off the mug I already had, hiding in plain sight. I always use the same passwords for everything. Better safe than sorry.
Look, basic best practice is to use multi-factor authentication, a long, random, memorable password, something like Sid Security Dojo, double exclamation. Password managers are good as well. Most people use two-factor authentication. I use five-factor authentication. It's so difficult, most bots can't get through it.
Sounds like a human probably couldn't either.
I could.
Hello again. I see you have not yet logged in. I don't want to spend too much time on process. So here is a list of all of the company passwords in one handy sheet, which I have made.
Dave, you cannot do that.
Oh, Sid, with the security. There's just too many passwords to remember. Besides, who's going to try to steal our stuff? We're not the Pentagon, right? Mm-hmm. Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great. 3 greats in one day. Great.
So multi-factor authentication with a long, random, memorable password?
Yep. And a password manager to take care of these.
Got it. Got it.
Random memorable passwords, and same as password. And so, isa lang yun sa mga example ng isang employee na baguhan with security. So, yung isa pinakita, yung boss nila is talagang Jurassic era na when it comes to considering yung password creation, password use, or yung use ng password nila on their organization. Ang ginawa pa, nakalagay sa mug. Diba? Naka-print pa sa mug, so they can easily remember kung ano yung password nila. And itong kabilang side is the security guy, which is recommending itong si ate na she should secure her credentials, her passwords na gagamitin in their organization, and make sure na hindi niya to gagamitin on other, for example, networking sites, on her mobile banking, diba? And also, nag-recommend din siya ng use of password manager, which we will tackle later on, and also the passphrases. Yung tinakal niya din niya doon sa video, yung paggamit ng multi-factor authentication. So, first to consider when we are creating password is complexity. So, this complexity, makikita natin, dati ang nire-require sa atin, kailangan may lowercase, may uppercase, and alphanumeric, di ba? Alphanumeric siya, dapat may number na kasama yung passwords natin, and also meron ding mga special characters. And minimum dati is 8 lang yung number of characters, number of yung letters, passwords, special characters, or letters, numbers, special characters on our passwords. But right now, tinaas nila sa 12 characters kasi mas madali na daw ma-brute force if mas mababa pa sa 12 yung number of characters in our passwords. And also, kailangan yung password natin, it should be changed 90 days, every 90 days. So, this is the classic, or yung kumbaga parang nakasanayan natin na complexity ng isang password. Ayan. So, ito yung isa rin sa mga focus ng mga organization. Some of them nga nag-move na from 8 to 12 na characters. And recently, or merong lumabas na itong comic strips na to, which is nagpapakita na itong dating nakasanayan natin na paggawa ng password, which is may alphanumeric characters, may capitalized, merong special characters, is can be easily to guess by the hackers. And it's actually difficult to remember para sa mga users. So, hindi ito yung nagiging debate ngayon. And some of the security experts, some of the security professionals, nag-agree sila na yes, it is easily to guess na yung mga ganitong password. With, for example, this Troubadour N3 na password with 28 bits of entropy. it can be guessed with with password cracking tool with just 3 days at 1,000 guesses per second. So imagine kung ganun kabilis na nahuhulaan yung ganitong password, paano pa kaya yung password natin kanina na password 123, di ba? Pero itong mga security professionals na to, nakakaisip sila ng mas better when it comes to mathematically kumbaga parang explanation, 44 bits of entropy, itong correct horse battery staple. So itong these 4 random words, they consider it as passphrase. So itong correct horse battery staple na to, it has a 44 bits of entropy, which is makakrack lang siya ni hacker within 550 years at 1,000 guesses per second. So pares sila ng speed nitong nasa taas. So 1,000 guesses per second. Yung password na Troubadour N3 is mahuhulaan lang or mag-brute force lang within 3 days. Ito namang correct horse battery staple, which is unrelated to each other, di ba? Which is I think hindi rin siya related dun sa user, di ba? Wala rin siyang kinalaman sa user. It can be guessed or it can be cracked for 550 years at 1,000 guesses per second. So imagine yung pinagkaiba. So marami pa rin mga debates regarding passwords, complex password or password complexity and passphrases. And I think itong dalawang to is okay naman siya gamitin. Either you create your own password with special characters, with capitalized letters, with alphanumeric characters, and other na gusto mong ilagay sa password mo. Gusto mo may underscore, ikaw bahala. Basta, ang may recommend ko lang is we should remember kung ano yung nilagay natin password. Kasi ang mahirap dito ay masyado ng complex yung password na hindi mo na malaman or hindi mo na matandaan kung ano yung sinet mong password. Then dito naman sa passphrases, I consider this as good din kasi unang-una hindi siya related sa user. So even gumamit si hacker ng dictionary attack na specific or customized sa akin lang, hindi niya agad mahuhulaan. And pangalawa, madali pa siyang tandaan, which is, for example, ang gusto kong password is butiki, lamesa, sepilyo, kabayo, ganyan, kunyari. Ayun yung, doon iikot yung password ko. So ako, mas madali kong matatandaan na, ay may butiki doon, ay may kabayo, ay may sepilyo, may lamesa. So for me, hindi ko na kailangan tandaan na 0 ba yung nilagay ko sa O o 4 ba yung nilagay ko sa A, di ba? Hindi na siya ganoon ka-complex, pero mas matagal pa rin makrack because of the length nung 4 random words na yun. Well, security experts are recommending 4 random words. Kung mas gusto mong mas mahaba, you can make it 5 para mas matagal talaga or mas mahirap talagang hulaan. And mas maganda rin kung walang spaces or actually okay din kung may spaces. But for me, ang ginagawa ko is magkakadikit din talaga. So, 4 random words and hindi related sa akin, madaling tandaan. Well, I think that's a good choice when we are creating password, diba? So, yun nga. Through 20 years of effort, we've successfully trained everyone to use passwords that are hard for humans to remember but easy for computers to guess. So that's the thought nung comic strip ni XKCD. Well, ito yung password na gusto kong gusto kong i-generate. Well, hindi ko ito ginagamit personally. So wag niyo na i-try sa akin kung ita-try niyo man akong hakin. Dahil hindi ko naman ito ginagamit yung passphrase na ito. Well, this is just for example, this butiki, lamesa, kabayo, tinidor, sipilyo na passphrase is it composed of 5 unrelated words na madaling tandaan. Diba? Example, butiki, lamesa, kabayo, tinidor, sipilyo. When you are using this password, hindi ka na hindi mo na iisipin kung ano yung 0 dyan, ano yung 4 dyan, may underscore ba, di ba? Madali siyang tandaan and at the same time mahaba. So the hackers, bibigyan mo si hacker ng additional time to crack this passphrase. So balikan natin ulit si yung kinacrack natin kanina. Yan. Balik tayo dun sa Kali Linux natin. And we will try to see kung ano na nangyari. So, Kitams, nakita nyo ba? So, tinry nyo na isa-isa yung nandun sa password word list natin or yung RockYou.txt. And nag-came up siya into a answer na it couldn't find this password na sinet up natin dun sa PDF. Pwede nyo bang i-guess or i-comment on the comment section kung ano yung sa tingin yung password na nilagay natin dito. So, nakita nyo na iniisa-isa niya yung mga nandun sa RockYou.txt. So, average speed niya is 24,600 words per second. Imagine that, ganun kabilis na tinatry isa-isa ni PDF crack yung nandun sa word list na RockYou.txt just to crack the somehow secured PDF. So, yan. We will try to open the somehow secured PDF. So, magre-require siya ng password, right? Ano kaya sa tingin niyo yung password dito? Well, let's try kung try natin kung Vian cute. Well, mali. Hindi siya Vian cute. Try natin Vian cute 123. 123. Yan. So, mali pa rin. Maybe iba lang yung nilagay kong password or hindi talaga ako cute. Just kidding. And let's say kanina sabi sa pagpapakilala sa akin, I love dogs. So for example, alam ni hacker na ang pangalan ng aso ko is Brownie and ang birthday ko is January 5, 1997. So ilalagay ko Brownie 151997. Ayaw pa rin. So, ano kayong password yung nilagay ko dito? Well, let's try yung password na pinakita natin kanina. Yung butiki, lamesa, sepilyo, mali. Butiki, lamesa, kabayo, tinidor, sipilyo. Yan, try natin siya. Kung gagana. Try lang naman natin. Well, we opened the file. Yay! Yan. So, nabuksan natin yung somehow secured PDF using the password na tinidor, sipilyo. Diba? Or tinidor, butiki, sipilyo. Tama ba? Natatawa talaga ako sa password na to actually. Yan. Natry natin yung passphrase na to with this PDF. With this butiki, lamesa, kabayo, tinidor, sipilyo na passphrase. So madali siya maalala and nakita nyo, hindi siya kasama dun sa common word list na ginagawa niya or ginagamit ng mga hackers to brute force this password and credentials natin. And yun nga, madali siya matandaan and maybe some of us ay nagtataka pa rin or magsasabi pa din na, sir, baka hindi ko pa rin hindi ko pa rin matatandaan yan kasi what if yung mga mga tita-tito na talagang hindi na makaka-remember ng mga ganyang kahabang passphrase. Well, definitely, problema nga talaga yon. And the answer on that scenario is sasagutin natin mamaya. So, yan. Multi-factor authentication. So, hindi lang sapat na we are using strong passwords. Kailangan din natin ng additional layer of protection. And kung mapapansin natin ngayon, madami ng mga na-hack sa Facebook, di ba? Even mga script kiddies is kaya nang i-access or gawin yung mga ganitong klaseng mga brute forcing attack dahil lang sa mga free source online, di ba? And multi-factor authentication is another layer for your security para sa protection ng inyong mga social media accounts, mobile banking accounts din, and other critical applications or accounts na meron tayo. So multi-factor authentication, normally two-step verification to. Meron din tawag dito is two-factor authentication, multi-factor authentication. And with this layer of protection, nadadagdagan ng a little, siguro hindi naman a little bit. Well, another layer na nga talaga or mas protected. Mako-consider natin yung mga accounts natin na mas protected kaysa password lang yung gamit natin. Well, maraming mga multi-factor authentication application ang pwedeng gamitin or available online. Unang-una is si Google Authenticator. Next is OT. So, I'm familiar with these two lang. So, I think marami pang iba. But, syempre si Google Authenticator, trusted na to. And si OT, madami na rin mga security professionals ang nagre-recommend nito. So, when we are using or choosing ng MFA or 2FA na gagamitin natin, make sure na 2FA application na gagamitin natin for this another layer of security. Make sure na legitimate yung application na to, na hindi lang basta-basta nag-generate ng code or security code. And make sure na trusted din ito ng mga security experts and professionals. So, mas maganda na nagre-research tayo sa mga bagong mga technologies about this multi-factor authentication. And si Google Authenticator, available siya for Facebook. And also si Facebook, meron din siyang sariling multi-factor authentication, which is pwede mong piliin if you can use Google Authenticator or other authentication stuff or applications. And also, pwede rin siyang mag-send ng SMS in your mobile devices so that the code na ipapadala sa'yo is ayun yung gagamitin mo to log in on your Facebook account. Same as Twitter and Instagram. And marami na rin mga social networking sites ang nag-embrace with multi-factor authentication. And I hope na even other applications na that includes critical services or critical transactions, just like mobile banking, ganitong klaseng mga applications. I hope na yung mga developers nito is it requires yung mga users na gumamit ng multi-factor authentication. Kasi bukod sa additional layer ito ng security, it can develop yung trust sa atin ng mga gagamit ng application nyo. So, this process ensures that even if cyber attackers get your password, they can easily get into your accounts. So even ma-data breach ka man or ma-data breach man si Facebook, if for example, again, and nakuha yung username and password nyo, using this two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication, it adds another layer na, okay, nakuha yung password, and then kailangan mo pa ng multi-factor authentication na kay user lang sinesend. And hindi pa ganun na hindi pa ganun na e-exploit ng mga hackers yung ganitong klaseng application or ganitong process of authentication. Well, some of them is some of the security researchers ay meron na ding mga nagagawang exploitation in this authentication applications. Well, I think yung mga developers din is kumbaga parang ini-strengthen din itong mga applications. Siyempre hindi sila papayag na basta-basta lang din ma-access ng mga perpetrators or ng mga threat actors na to yung mga user accounts na meron sila. So enable this whenever possible sa inyong mga accounts, yung mga accounts na hawak natin, and especially if it is important, kagaya nga ng mobile banking. And sharing, okay. So we should consider this word when it comes to password usage and password creation. Kasi some of us, sinishare talaga yung password nila with other people. Well, sharing is not caring this time. And sabi nga dito sa meme na to, I had to change my password. Now I have to find a new wife. So, hindi siya, kumbaga, another additional trust when it comes to relationship. Kasi your password is para sa'yo lang talaga. So, it is not meant to be shared. Kagaya ng sinasabi ko kanina. And some of us ay sinasabi, bakit namin sinashare? It's because baka makalimutan. Well, I think may mga applications na din, may mga social networking sites na din na yung merong katulad dun sa Facebook na you will set yung mga people na pwedeng mag-recover ng account mo. So, it is one way na lang to recover our account and hindi na i-share yung password natin. So, walang password na na-share, then you can also develop trust into your relationship with those people na nilagay mo doon, with those trusted accounts na nilagay mo doon. So, always remember na it is for your eyes only. Well, dual use. It is also one to be considered. And sabi dito, if you use the same password, you don't need a password manager. Well, although meme lang yan, I totally disagree with that. Sabi daw one for all for one, hindi rin. So, password should be created uniquely for each account. Ayun yung ayun yung para sa akin. Opinion ko para sa akin. At kasi to prevent those cyber attacks, just like credential stuffing, you need to block yung possible way ni hacker na ma-access yung another account mo. So okay lang ma-data breach yung isa. Pero yun na lang, limit na isa lang. 'Di ba? So hindi mo na hayaan na mapasok pa yung organization niyo, for example, kasi same yung password mo with your organization. So better create a unique password, create unique credentials for each of your accounts. Well, sir, paano ko matatandaan lahat ng password na nilagay ko on my or sinet up ko with my multiple accounts? Makakalimutin ako, sir. Well, that's the use of password managers. These password managers, these are the programs that are created to securely store all your passwords. And nilalagay niya ito in an encrypted vault. And yung vault na yon, ikaw lang ang may alam ng master key. Just like, parang nag-set up ka ng vault sa, kunyari, sa public place, for example. Or, hindi. Nag-set up ka ng vault sa bahay mo na lang, for example. And yung vault na ito, kitang-kita pa rin ng lahat. And kahit yung mga anak mo, kahit yung asawa mo, alam kung nasan yung vault. But, ikaw lang yung nakakaalam ng master key kung paano buksan yung vault na to. Right? So, ganun yung idea ng password managers. So, encrypted yung vault na to. I think even yung mga They don't have access on that vault. They don't have access on your master key, I think. And dito sa mga password managers na to, pwede mong ilagay lahat ng password mo and pwede mong i-store lahat ito securely. So, one of the common password managers na ginagamit nila on cloud is LastPass. And on-premise naman, you can use KeepPass. So, ako personally, I'm using LastPass as my password managers. And meron ding isang feature si LastPass na you can generate password. And sometimes ayun na rin yung ginagamit ko. And also, kapag magsiset up ako ng mga dummy account, ayun yung mga ginagamit ko na lang na password. Kasi kaysa naman mag-isip pa ako ng sobrang habang mga password. So, mabilisan na lang kasi dummy accounts lang naman yun. And isa rin sa mga magandang feature ni password managers niya. Once na, for example, na-hack yung owner ng password manager, the hacker cannot decrypt na agad-agad yung master vault mo or yung encrypted vault mo. Dahil ang nakakaalam lang ng master key nun is ikaw. So, additional layer ulit ng protection. And also ako, personally, hindi lang ako nagre-rely sa password manager. I also do backups ng mga credentials ko, yung mga passwords and usernames ko, especially mobile bankings. And I thoroughly secure them in a place na ako lang nakakaalam. So, ganun din dapat tayo na hindi lang tayo dependent on one security layer. Kasabi nga nung kanina, nung security guy kanina on the video, hindi lang siya two-layer authentication or two-factor authentication. Meron siyang five-factor authentication. So, ganun siya paranoid when it comes to cybersecurity or in data security. So, hindi naman masama na maging ganun tayo. We are just protecting our data and information na gine-generate natin online. So, public computers and networks. Yeah. When we are using our passwords, when we are logging in on our social networking sites, with our mobile banking accounts, kailangan i-consider din natin yung paggamit ng mga public computers or network. Yun nga, yung mga pagko-connect natin sa public Wi-Fi or pag-access natin ng mobile banking on computer shops, on internet cafes. Well, for me, kung kumbaga parang no choice ka naman na talaga to access that network or that computer shop or internet cafe, you should put another layer of security pa rin, di ba? Because there's no such thing as free. Kahit pa sabihin mong free wifi yan, sa Ayala Mall, for example nga, sa Ayala Mall, they require you to input your mobile number, di ba? Bago ka makakonect sa free wifi nila na 2 hours. And then makikita mo na lang days after sasabi na sila sa'yo na meron kaming sale sa ganito, ganyan. Or our partner is ganito, ganyan. So, hindi natin kasi alam kung paano gine-generate or paano ginagamit ni third party yung mga data and information na gine-generate natin online. So, pangalawa is to stay vigilant. Lalong-lalo na sa mga public network and computer shops or public places na yan. Kasi uso pa rin kasi ngayon yung silipan ng password and username. Diba? Lalong-lalo na sa mga bata, sa mga nakatambay lang sa public computer shops or internet cafe. Diba? So, we should stay vigilant also. And not just with those scenarios. Kasi, yun nga, yung mga perpetrators usually mas pinipili nila yung public places to set up a network honeypot, di ba? Para, alam niyo yun, para mas madami silang makuha, di ba? Mas madami silang mabiktima. And also develop a distrust attitude. Well, for me, personally, ito yung siguro, for me, when I start my career sa cybersecurity, ito yung una kong develop. Kasi in cybersecurity, it is a must yung distrust attitude. And hindi ka easily dapat nagtitiwala, lalong-lalo na with the people na ngayon mo lang nakilala or sa chat mo lang nakilala, na, or hindi ko naman sinasabi na mawalan tayo ng tiwala sa ibang tao. No. We just limit kung ano yung information na ibibigay natin sa kanila. Kasi unang-una, hindi naman natin sila totally kilala. And pangalawa, it is unethical kasi kung ngayon mo lang siya na-encounter, 'di ba? Tapos sa social media pa. And ibibigay mo na lahat ng information mo, no? So, develop a distrust attitude pa rin. So, yeah, you forget to log off your Facebook on public computer. Yeah, I also like to live dangerously, right? So, yun, actually, ako personally, when I connect on public places, free Wi-Fi network, I enable my virtual private network. And hindi ko na ina-access yung mobile banking ko when it comes to yung connection sa free Wi-Fi or free public Wi-Fi. And VPN is like a tunnel na covering our network, so it can hide our true identity. So binibigyan tayo ni VPN ng panibagong identity when we connect on the internet, especially on public places, di ba? On public networks. So hindi easily to be traced ng mga hackers na to. And next one is phishing. So we should consider this again kasi ito yung talamak ngayon nowadays. And paano natin malalabanan yung phishing? Actually, education and awareness regarding this attack vector is an essential key to be secured. So talagang kailangan nating matutunan kung paano uma-atake si hacker, ano ba yung totoong URL ni mobile banking na gamit mo, ni BDO, or for example, ni BPI, ni Land Bank, and everything. And I think tayo personally, we should develop our cybersecurity culture, di ba? Araw-araw nagbabasa ka dapat ng kumbaga news na related sa cybersecurity para lang maging aware ka na ay may ganito palang klaseng ganitong klaseng attack. May mga ganitong klase palang kayang gawin si hacker sa akin online. So not just for additional knowledge, pero it is another layer of kumbaga parang protection na din natin eh. Kasi kung alam mo kung paano sila gumagalaw, kung alam mo kung paano sila nag-iisip, well, you prevent yourself in turning into another victim, di ba? And lastly, ito yung owned. So once na na-install kasi yung mga applications or malicious files sa computers natin, hindi na natin alam if there's a script on that file na download natin na can have a root access, 'di ba? An admin access on our devices, on our laptops, on our desktops. Kasi wala tayong in-depth knowledge about doon, 'di ba? As an individual. So make sure you got protection bago ka sumabak dun sa mga ganung klaseng risky activities online, di ba? Make sure yung software or security applications na gamit natin, just like antiviruses or kung meron ka mang nakaset up na firewall, di ba? Or other security devices na gamit natin. Make sure it is updated, and also our devices. Yung iba kasi, ang tingin lang is yung mga software update ng mga mobile phones, ng mga laptops, diba, ng mga OS na gamit natin. It's just for additional features. No, sometimes they have parang they are fixing bugs or they are fixing issues na detect ng mga security researchers. So you need to update then yung mga software na gamit natin or yung mga OS na gamit natin. Kadalasan ito sa Apple and sa Android devices. So, kailangan aware din tayo sa mga ganun. And are we safe by default? Think again. So, some of us iniisip na, ay hindi, okay na ako. Naka-enable naman yung antivirus ko. Safe naman ako mag-browse. Hindi naman ako ma-apekto ng mga think again. Diba? So, think again kung gaano kalaki yung information, yung data na gine-generate natin online. And also, think again if gaano ba ka-critical yung mga applications na ina-access natin online with those passwords na gamit natin. So, mahirap, sabi nga, it's better safe than sorry. Right? So, eto, punta tayo dito sa exciting topic na to. Well, this is the last topic na i-discuss ko. And it is about the futureless password, or passwordless future. And ito yung, I think maganda tong pag-usapan ng mga security researchers, also ng mga security experts pa. May nakita akong quote or sabi doon, if compromised passwords defeat the very purpose of authentication, protecting sensitive data, then why not eliminate them? So, it is a big word, right? Talagang nire-recommend niya yung passwordless in the future. Actually, ang sabi niya nga, passwordless is not the future. Should not be implemented on the future. Diba? It should be implemented now. Ayun yung pagkakasabi niya dun sa article. And ako, I do believe na as technology arises, di ba, gumagaling at gumagaling din talaga yung mga threat actors, yung mga hackers na to, yung mga yung mga nagpe-penetrate sa mga systems, yung mga perpetrators na to. And every year, merong mga security incidents na nangyayari. And due to account takeover, and the causes are well known. Well, most relevant of them is yung pagkuha ng credentials or the credentials hijacking. And also, 80% of the attacks is approximately nakukuha yung mga credentials with, kumbaga dun sa, kunyari sa data breach na to. And I think marami pang madedevelop na mga ways on how to replace password. And isa rin ito sa mga tinitignan pa ng mga security researchers. But right now, I think ang pinaka dapat natin muna tuunan ng pansin is how to defend ourselves or how to strengthen our passwords right now. Hanggat wala pa yung mga itong mga other ways to para palitan si password. Then we should strengthen our password muna. And meron pang sinabi doon na the answer in this passwordless future is yung trusted devices. So right now, gumagamit na tayo ng mga two-factor authenticators and gumagamit na din tayo ng single sign-on or SSO. And some of these security experts says that ito na yung magiging parang kapalit ng passwords. So kung mapapansin niyo, meron ng mga biometrics din na kailangan yung facial recognition, fingerprints sa mga mobile devices natin so that we can access our mobile phones. And implementing this passwordless authentication platform tends to be more complex comparison to the credential base. But the end user experience on a large-scale deployment is much simple, diba? Much simpler than this credential base. Kasi it requires only a device, diba? Para ma-access mo yung mga accounts mo. So, for me, I think it is good na din. And let's wait na lang kung ano pa yung mga technology na madedevelop regarding this passwordless future nga na sinasabi nila. And ang pinakatanong ko dito is, ready na ba tayo with this passwordless universe? Kasi kung ngayon pa lang is hindi na natin maprotektahan yung mga passwords natin or yung mga accounts natin with our weak passwords, weak credentials na ginagamit. Diba? What if yung ano pa kaya, yung passwordless future pa kaya, right? So right now we should focus on developing our stance to fight against these cyber criminals, these perpetrators, and to fight against these cyber attacks na pwedeng mangyari or pwedeng ma-apekto sa atin. And also focus on developing and strengthening yung mga passwords na ginagamit natin. Kasi sobrang crucial or sobrang critical na ngayon ng panahon na ngayon. And pagaling yung mga hackers. So tayo din as individual, kailangan mas maging aware pa tayo. Diba? With in comes to sa mga kaya nilang gawin sa atin. So I think that's the end of my presentation. So thank you for listening. You're back na ako kala Ma'am Clea.
Okay. Thank you, Vian.
Thank you, ma'am.
So we have a lot of questions, some questions actually. We would like to thank our viewers for actively participating in the comment section. Yung iba nag-share ng mga kaalaman nila on the topic, and yung iba may mga questions. So can we have Vian again? Vian?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll have some announcements first before we go to the question and answer for Vian. Isa sa mga reminders namin, after this webinar, we'll be posting, tutok lang po kayo sa Facebook page namin. We will be posting the link to the Google form of the survey. Yung survey na to, this is for us to assess kung gaano na kayo kataas sa inyong cybersecurity posture, sa individual cybersecurity posture. So we'll just be posting it for a limited time, para kung sino lang yung tumutok sa live webinar ang maka-access nito. So kasi we have been having problems with sa dami ng mga nangangailangan ng certificates. So in one batch, for example, umabot kami ng up to 1,000 individuals na kailangan namin bigyan ng certificates. And because we are working on a very limited team members, hindi po namin mapabilis na agad-agad namin na-i-issue yung mga certificates ninyo. So if you have noticed, we have backlogs. We still have like two webinars behind na hindi pa nasa-send lahat. And we would also like to apologize dun sa mga naghihintay ng mga certificates nila kasi yung iba, bakit daw yung iba, nauuna na. So individually po namin kasi sinesend yung mga certificates na ninyo. So we hope that you would understand us. If you have passed the quizzes that we have given, lahat po kayo magkakaroon ng certificate. So just wait for it. Average time po namin, processing time is 2 weeks. Right, Clea?
Yes, 2 weeks. And sana
may announcement po yung iba.
And sana po yung pag-type nyo po ng names nyo po and email addresses is yun talaga po. Kasi minsan po nagba-bounce back yung mga emails at yung iba po nagsasabi wrong spelling. But we are only encoding what you have written dun sa form po namin.
Yes, so baka po yung iba na hindi nakakarating yung mga certificates niyo, baka po mali yung email addresses that you have given us. So if ganun po yung kung maalala nyo na mali nga yung binigay ninyo, you can send us a message on the page and we will try to look for your certificates and send it to the right email address. And then also, I will take this chance na, guys, to kasi alam ko marami tayong mga viewers who are from the critical information infrastructure sector. Ano ba itong mga CII sectors na to? In the Philippines, according sa NCSP, we have identified 12 critical information infrastructure or CIIs. Clea will, ano nga ba itong mga sectors na to, Clay?
Okay, so we have 12 identified critical information infrastructure or infrastructure. So, dyan po ay we have the media, the business process outsourcing or the BPO, we have the telco, government and military networks, we have the water, energy, we have the three transportation sectors, so land and railways, aviation and maritime. Then we have the health sectors, the emergency services, and lastly, of course, the banking and finance sectors.
Yun. Yun yung mga critical information infrastructure natin sa Philippines. Etong mga sectors na to, these are the sectors that when we're attacked, pag na-cyber attack tayo, magsasuffer, maraming tao magsasuffer, especially our sa economy natin. So may big economic backlash siya sa atin. So we have identified this 12 CIIs, and yun sa mga nanonood ngayon na members ng CIIs, we have a program. Earlier, I have mentioned if you have started this webinar, dun sa pinakaumpisa, I have shared na we have programs for the protection of CIIs. So, meron po kami meron kaming program right now for the protection of CIIs. Mandatory po kasi pag CII na mag-follow kayo dun sa mga nilagay sa mga policies po na inihain namin. So you can give us a message, send us a message, leave us a message on the page, and then we'll get back to you with your email, with your business email address, and then we'll get back to you para po dun sa mga things that you need to comply with. Okay, so balik tayo sa ating Q&A. Vian, are you ready? Yung pinakaunang question natin, Vian, is about eto sa earlier mo pa na sa earlier in your presentation. Let me check. Sorry, naglalag yung aking Facebook. I think Clea has it. If you can read it, Clay.
Sige po.
Yung first question na.
Sige po. Ito po siya.
It's about the Kali Linux, the use of Kali Linux.
Okay. Ito. Question. Since you are using the Kali Linux as a home user ng computers, how can we know if we are already being attacked? Di ba on our side, wala kaming nakikitang anomaly sa desktop, while when using Kali Linux, you are already exploring our desktops. May mga apps, software that we can install na pwedeng mag-notify that we are being attacked? Nakuha mo, Vivi?
Pa-repeat ko na question mo.
Sige, ulitin ka. Ano yun? Since you are using the Linux as a home user ng computers, how can we know if we are already being attacked?
Actually, if sa organization setup, meron ng mga security team dapat na nagmo-monitor ng mga logs. Diba? And itong mga security team na to, they should proactively monitoring these logs if there are any brute forcing attacks. Dun sa mga, for example, we have websites, diba? We have our networks, and those login pages ng ating mga websites or ng network natin itself is kadalasan, ito yung mga binu-brute force ng mga attackers. So, there are tools na makakatulong sa atin to monitor our logs. And in terms of mobile phones, ang gusto ba nung nagtanong is yung individually na mamonitor natin kung na-attack na tayo. Parang ganun ba? I think wala pang mga ganong applications na can track if we are being attacked right now. So I think developers are siguro yung mga security experts and security developers siguro gumagawa na rin sila ng mga applications na ganun. But right now, Hindi pa ako familiar with some, kung meron man, yung can be installed on mobile phones na mamomonitor mo if na-attack ka na or na-affectan ka na cyber attack.
Okay, another question that I saw, paano mo daw malalaman if may keylogger dun sa sa computer? Is
Keylogger.
that possible? Yeah.
Medyo choppy, ma'am.
Yes, keylogger.
How to
Paano mo daw malalaman if your device ay may naka-install na keylogger?
Well, merong mga files na parang signature na ng mga keyloggers. So if these were installed on our computers, maybe we should uninstall it na. Kasi kadalasan, sabi ko nga kanina, kadalasan kasama siya ng mga ibang legit application na ini-install natin. So if there are any unfamiliar applications or files na naka-install sa atin, maybe we should uninstall it na kaagad. And I think some of them pwede nating ma-prevent. Ang pinaka kilala ko to prevent keyloggers or yung i-delete lahat ng mga history is defreeze. If I can't recall it, defreeze yata yung yung pang-prevent ng mga keyloggers na to. And kadalasan meron siya sa mga computer shops.
Okay, so I can't see any more questions na on the comment section. So reminders again, may mga nagtatanong kasi on the availability of the presentations. Clea?
Okay, so send us an email at cyber.ciesmd@dict.gov.ph. We will just put that in the comment section. So we will review your request kasi po pinaprioritize po namin ang academe at ang government agencies for the presentation materials. May nakita din po kong question, Ms. Fleur.
Okay.
Can they invite us or Vian as a speaker?
Oh yeah, magre-react din sana ka dun.
Ayun. So, please send a letter to our Cybersecurity Bureau Director. We will also just send us a message and we will provide you the email. Okay?
Yes.
Additional lang din dun sa keyloggers.
Sure, Vian.
Actually, meron mga specific softwares na can detect or using scanning yung mga keyloggers na to. So they were built dedicated to find these keyloggers sa atin. So I am unfamiliar lang with the specific software na ginagamit nila, but I think searchable naman siya on Google. And also antiviruses and scan or regular scanning can also detect these keyloggers.
Okay. And then also we would appreciate kasi medyo hindi namin alam kung ano pa yung mga kailangan ninyo na malaman in relation to cybersecurity. So we would appreciate if you could comment also in our video, in our live streaming, your suggestions on the next topics that we should be airing sa webinars namin. We should be tackling. So pakilagay po doon kung ano, not yung mga let me just clarify. Now, the webinars are actually, these are awareness webinars. So yung mga technical trainings talaga, natutok na trainings, it's not gonna be available here kasi medyo sa mga certain groups lang yon binibigay. And for now, since we are still on lockdown, we are still on hold sa mga technical trainings na, sa cybersecurity, sa Answered and but we do have, if you visit the DICT website, we still offer mga trainings on different ICT mga topics and different levels then of mga topics. So you can visit the DICT website or the DICT Facebook page. May nagpo-post po doon ng aming webmaster ng mga available trainings ng DICT. So dito sa webinars pa natin, mostly awareness campaigns lang on what you should know as an individual, as a Filipino netizen. Okay, so I think magla-lunch na. May mga nagka-clamor na for lunch for now. So, Clea and Vian, if you still have last words for our viewers.
Wala naman na po. All good.
Vian,
Yes, ma'am.
any last words para sa ating mga viewers?
Yeah, I hope everyone has a takeaway sa mga sinabi ko, di ba? And I hope na this is a wake-up call para sa atin to strengthen our password security. And also, yung cybersecurity stance din natin as an individual, we should develop it right now. Yun nga. As in today, di ba? Simula ngayon. So, I hope in the future is mas marami pang mga cybersecurity professionals ang ma-develop or ma-create, di ba? And also, these people na becoming aware in these cyber attacks na nangyayari ngayon is I hope they can also bring it or share it with the people or yung mga tao na nasa paligid nila, sa bahay nila, or sa school, and on their organization, on their offices. So we can disseminate information ng mas mabilis. Ayun po.
Okay, Clea, any reminders sa mga webinars natin? Clea?
Okay, so tumutok lang po kayo sa aming Facebook page and Twitter. Mag-message lang po kayo po if you have any more questions from us. Lagi lang po kayong mag-stay tuned po kasi we will have more webinars po, lalo na ngayon po sa ating situation. We will try our best to bring cybersecurity topics to you po through social media po. Ayun.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope everybody learned a lot today, and we'd like to see you again in our next webinars. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
Thank you
Happy
po.
lunch.